Yo, what's going on, people? We're back again for another Wrestle Purist podcast. Episode 51. Joined by Alexia and the usual backup hangman, Adam Pierce, or whatever his name is. It's been quite eventful the past couple of days. Especially when it comes to the fallout of what happened with AEW All Out. Obviously, things are looking very weird on the Punk side of things. Things are looking very promising on the Kenny Omega and Young Buck side of things. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into a few more things. Gonna get into Dynamite, but I'll start with you, Backup Hangman, because it seems like it's been a pretty rough 24 hours for you as a huge CM Punk fan, as the poster boy of CM Punk fans in our little space of Twitter and YouTube. How you coping with it, man?
I'm just going to tell myself that he's coming back until it's explicitly said that he is not.
Well, I can't fault it, living in fear. Oh, man.
CM Punk, if you would like to talk about this situation or just talk in general, don't go to the dirt sheets. You know how they feel about you, man. You know what they're trying to do. You know how they're trying to get you. You could, if you want to talk to certain platforms and outlets, with slightly bigger followings, feel free to do so. But if you want a real conversation just about life and then, maybe kind of graze over what you can speak on with the situation, come to Wrestle Purist, man. Just come to Wrestle Purist. Real amounts of cocaine. Yeah, man. Come to.
Oh, was he cut out? We've lost you. Oh. Hangman, you cut out for a second.
Maybe it's for the best.
Yeah. You was getting nasty then, bro. Yeah. You're back now. You're back.
Okay. Listen, CM Punk, Phil Brooks, Philip Jack, Wrestle Purist, man. Wrestle Purist podcast. Talk to me, Monty. We'll be warm. We'll be fair. We'll be journalists. But at the same time, we will hear your side of the story. So, offers out there.
Well, I'm sure we had a super chat. Of course, like, subscribe this video. We need all of that. We have got a super chat here, so we're going to get to that before we actually do the proper deep dive. Bam, $5. Appreciate you as always. Sad boy Law for the win. Can't wait for the Bucks and the GOAT Kenny Omega to wrestle live again. Wrestle Purist is taking over, and I'm all for it. AO fire emoji. AO may possibly be passing through. Manny may also be passing through. He could end up being a party again with 10 people again. So you never know what's going to happen with these things. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, the CM Punk thing, it all kind of started to unfold yesterday, I guess, when Sean's report, I'd say first, about the Elite. There's now talks about them, coming back, especially in the backstage capacity, et cetera, and that kind of got the wheels turning. Everyone started putting two and two together, like the Elite are coming out of the investigation as the baby faces, and then later on the night, just before Dynamite, and there was a Nick Hausman of Wrestling Inc. report who has clearly spoken to the CM Punk camp, and they kind of gave their updated perspective on what happened in the situation, and it was quite a wild story, which included, after CM Punk's obviously infamous now media scrum, he believed it wasn't that big of a deal until apparently, the other guys, the Elite, etc., kicked in his door, and the door then accidentally hit his dog Larry in the face, and that's when all the chaos ensued. That report also included that CM Punk was somewhat concerned that the beef, the real life tension between him and Hangman Adam Page, was it Double or Nothing that they headlined? Apparently there was some concern there that might have spilled into being a shoot, which is quite an interesting story. Obviously, the follow-up to Larry apparently being hit in the face with the door was at a pre-scheduled vet appointment. They discovered that Larry had 2 loose teeth and he had to have 2 teeth removed. And it's quite it's quite the story coming out the CM Punk camp at the moment. A lot of the new details have been denied, according to Dave Meltzer and other people as well. This is the first. This is the first most of the people in the know are hearing about the kind of like the Larry side of this story. Well, yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's crazy. Maybe there's elements to it that's true. Maybe some of it's just complete, performance art. I don't know what it is. It's a crazy lie because how would you prove it wrong? Because I was speaking with a friend. I was speaking with a friend about the Larry side of it, and it's like, yo, listen, the only people that would know if the door hit Larry in the face would be the people who were in the room before the Elite came in. So I don't know. And again, like I said, this is the first we're hearing about Larry apparently being injured in all this. Obviously, it was allegedly, if true, accidental.
See, the thing that I don't get is like, name one dog owner who would not say anything like as soon as it happened, like. Any person that that has a dog and their dog is injured, they immediately go up in arms and saying, "Oh, my baby this and my baby that." Like, if that actually did happen, which I'm not saying that it did or didn't,
we don't know.
We don't know, but why wait? Like, how many weeks has it been? Like 7? No, 6? I don't know. A month? I don't know.
About 6-7 weeks or something, I believe.
Why wait that long to say that? I don't know. That's just me. I just don't know any dog owner who would stay quiet about like their baby being hurt.
It's fishy business.
First things first. Hollywood, Hangman Adam Pearce. I want to wish Larry a speedy recovery. I hope Larry can get back to.
I'm sure he's fine now.
I'm still wishing Larry the best. I hope Larry can get better, and overcome this heinous, malicious assault that was inflicted upon him by Kenny Omega.
Okay, first of all,
that's crazy.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Not taking these today, bro.
Hope Larry can overcome this savage
today, bro. You know me. I love CM Punk, but yo, we're not doing this today, bro. We're not doing it.
Savage,
not Kenny. The young book, however, that's
all right.
Free
Yeah,
go off, bro. Well, Kenny.
Oh my God, I forgot
Kenny
you
loves
guys
animals.
I'm by myself on this one. All right.
Nick Jackson's felonious assault on this animal, this poor small animal. I will never forget it. When I see Nick and Matt on Dynamite, I will never forget the fact that
I'm gonna cheer them on. I'll be like, "Woo!"
These are men that assaulted a small damaged dog, and all I want is for the Elite fans to just think about this and feel at least a little bit of guilt when they enjoy the next Young Buck match. Just keep in mind in the back of your head that they attacked
Why would I feel guilty about that when they're giving me like banger matches? Like,
see, here's the thing. They have officially entered a certain tier. See, Monty, most of the greats in wrestling are problematic to some degree. And it's almost like you reconcile some of their shortcomings because their greatness, and their greatness kind of offsets it, right? And for the longest time, the Elite have been the quote-unquote unproblematic faves of the wrestling community. But no.
Thank God. Thank God.
The microphone God's cut him off just in time, I think he's back now anyway.
Hello?
Where was we? You're back. Unfortunately, you're back.
Unfortunately.
Anyways, look, man, it's funny, Monty, when I don't know if you saw my tweet last night, I said that wrestling has irreparably damaged my brain because this story is so
you're going through it, bro. We go back and forth on DMs
through, like,
outside.
The 5 stages of grief.
Bro, listen, outside we go back and forth outside of the group chats and stuff. Like, my brother's going through it, man. When he was at work during Dynamite, and I was getting some salty messages about the Elite. I was getting some real salt, bro. And you know, I'm pretty indifferent on the elite. I might have a little bit of fun with the Young Bucks, and you know, Kenny Omega's obviously Kenny Omega.
They're a great team. They're a great team.
But bro,
Hangman,
this
you are not a
this
real
guy
person.
right here was going through some shit. He was going through some shit last night, bro.
This man makes it sound like I'm in the mud. Like I'm just like
You are in the
You are,
mud.
bro.
You are.
Every couple of days I get a message and I'm like, oh man. This guy's hurting right now. The state of the business is kicking the shit out of him, you know.
It is though. It really is. Listen, man, you gotta imagine being in my shoes, right? And it's like they've taken Cody Rhodes from me. You know, the wrestling injury guys have taken Cody Rhodes. It stings, man. It stings. And then now they take CM Punk. It's like what next, man? What next? What are we gonna do? You know, God forbid Rey Mysterio gets injured or something. Like I'll have nothing. I will literally have nothing.
Curse sentence that is.
Yeah, it is. Pina is sniffing on me right now. Yeah, listen.
Get you out of there, Pina.
No. She's doing great. Look, so here's the bottom line. Monty, when I heard this headline about Larry, like it was just another preposterous new story element to this really ridiculous story. And yeah, wrestling has irreparably damaged my brain. But for a split second, it crossed my mind, like, is this becoming an elaborate work? I know that sounds tinfoil hat. I know that sounds insane. It just feels like what's going on?
This is what I'm talking about. People in the live chat, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like every now and again, he comes out with something where I'm worried about this guy, man. I'm worried.
What if this has become a work? What if Dave Meltzer's being worked? And what if Punk is using the media to spin this into an angle? What if the Young Bucks make their triumphant return? And we've been hearing all these reports about the locker room being anti-Punk because it's Punk's elaborate way of returning as the biggest heel in the history of the company. And they're going to draw massive money at Double or Nothing 2023. CM Punk, Kenny Omega for the title. It's going to be this big heated thing, and it's going to be great. That's clearly what's happening here.
Doesn't fit my new agenda.
What's your new agenda? Tell the people about your new agenda.
The new agenda. CM Punk in AEW. It seems pretty done. Probably for the best, you know. It seems like he doesn't mix well with people with a lot of political power over there. You know, it's not the most comfy place for him right now.
Brooks,
I think, you know, CM Punk at WrestleMania.
That's nasty. That is.
Listen. It's nasty. It's nasty. You can call it nasty. The CM Punk faithfuls can say it would feel wrong all the one, but listen,
doesn't feel right.
It would feel. Listen, you can say all that, bro, but just imagine Roman Reigns, you know, triumphant. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know where this is going, bro. Roman Reigns triumphant after winning the main event of WrestleMania, and boom, you know, cult personality. CM Punk stare down with Roman Reigns after he's just defeated Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You're cooking, bro. You're cooking, bro.
Paul Heyman is like
CM Punk back in the stadiums, you know.
Oh,
and you want to can get rid. You want to know the thing is as well. So you know, you alluded to earlier about like all these narratives about Punk and stuff, whether they're true or not.
Yeah.
Him definitely being portrayed as like the heel of all this situation, and you know, obviously there's a lot of reasons that go into that, and people can make of it what they will. But so you could argue that you know the AEW side is kind of getting a bit nasty with the whole situation, and you know, CM Punk could get nasty back, go to Fed. Talk about it being the big leagues, you know, selling out stadiums.
Oh my god!
Both of you guys are off the deep end. I can't believe I'm like the most sane person in this pod right now.
You definitely are, you know.
Yeah.
I'm popping myself, but it's the new agenda I'm running with. Punk in the Fed. Piece of makeup with Triple H.
Alexis sitting here, and one guy is saying that this man needs to show up at WrestleMania, and the other one is saying he's going to come back.
You know what it needs to be like, bro? You know when Vince introduced Bischoff?
Like, oh my god!
You know, Triple H. He comes out and he hugs Triple H, and it's like,
oh my god!
You make it like the nastiest, like most absurd thing ever, bro. Like. That's what you do, and you're making Mr. WWE for like a year, then he
Oh
retires.
my
You know,
god!
that's what you do. But yo, we've got a few super chats
What
building
the
up, so we need
hell?
to kind of chat through them. Any idea what the big Meltzer story is? Honestly, have no idea. Especially after the last time he teased some news and it ended up just being Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns. So it could be a match announcement. It could be like
I think it's.
it could
I
be a
think the Young
big
Bucks
deal. It could be whatever. It could be
I think the Young Bucks had a conversation with him.
maybe. I haven't actually checked Twitter since we've gone live, so it may have dropped. I don't know. If it drops, let us know in the live chat so we don't miss it. Obviously, Alex, $5. Appreciate you. Obviously, one of the unpurest guys. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST. Buy yourself a Birkin bag with this. It's going to the fund. Showtime
Thank you
Spurs.
so much for the super chat.
Showtime
Larry's not
Spurs,
a dog.
$2. That is a goblin. Well, you know, he's not the prettiest dog, but it's not about what's
We're
on the
not-
out.
I'm not
It's
gonna-
not. It's not about what's on the outside. You know.
It's what's
It's
on the
always,
inside.
You know.
Yo, Monty, could you imagine CM Punk's in the ring and he's like, and now I'm gonna reintroduce my best friend in the whole world.
Robbie's getting This is. This
You
is what
are
I'm
such
talking
a
about, bro.
despicable,
This,
unreal
I'm winning
person.
him over.
Like
I'm
he's
gonna
literally off
win.
the deep end. Like
I'm gonna win him
there's
over, man.
no help for this man
I'm gonna
at
win him
all.
over.
You know what's happening? See, Monty knows I'm a damaged man. Monty knows that I'm emotionally damaged, and it's very easy to manipulate damaged people. And right now,
Bro,
Monty
I talked myself
sway,
into it
he's
yesterday.
he's gonna sway me into his psychotic side, and we're both gonna be just talking absolute nonsense until Mania season. Like just
I'm scared.
No, listen how nasty this
scared.
is.
I don't like
CM Punk, Cody Rhodes tag team. We'll call them.
Oh my god.
We call them the real stars. You know, and we just we get cooking, bro. You know.
yo.
You can imagine the
Alright.
promos, bro. You know.
I was gonna say, could you imagine a joint backstage?
Nah, come on. Alexia, I need you on camera, man. I'm the only person here. I can't do this on my own. You know. Oh my god, my Alexa's gonna Alexa off.
I don't.
That's happened on 2 separate podcasts now. Okay, so Rob is being very abusive in the chat. Rob 199, I guess we appreciate that. I hit the dog for the winning field goal. That is crazy. Young Dende, $20. Massively appreciate you, bro. Always supporting. Phil's boys claiming Larry got touched this late into the game is nuts. Anyways, thanks for letting me audition for Wrestle Purist. Here's $20 to smoke that Phil pack. Elite gang or don't bang.
Look at Alexia throwing up the set for the Elite. That's crazy.
She's on the winning. Let's be honest, she's on the winning team. We're here, look. We're hoping for WrestleMania. I'm here waiting for a WrestleMania pyro. You know. So
my popular take. Did you see CM Punk's most recent Instagram like?
His most like.
Yes.
Oh, the Bret Hart one.
Yeah, Bret Hart posted FTR and said the best tag team in the world, and Punk liked it. I just pumped my fist. I was like, "Let's go, let's fucking
spitting facts." I'm afraid, you know.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, we all have opinions, so you know.
I almost drove myself to the verge of tears because I just visualized yesterday. I visualized the Elite making their return, right? And then FTR and CM Punk just pull up on them and then just beat them up.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that?
No, it would not. That is horrible fantasy booking.
It's not even like creative.
Straight up through that.
It's just like the guys I like beat up the guys you like, and yeah.
Wouldn't that be good?
Nobody put him in charge of creative because
yeah. You know, he's got knowledge of like old stuff, but you know, he's lost in the old times. He can't book in 2022. You know.
Yes, I can.
Right, Rob 199 again. When Punk challenges Blueface at Bare Knuckle FC, that is some nasty business, bro. He won't drop that low. Come on, let's be honest. He's going to Fed, bro. I'm telling you.
Breaking news.
Stadiums. Oh no.
I just don't see him going back to the Fed. Like me personally,
It's
You
crazy.
see
Right?
Punk going back to the Fed? Is that what it is, Hangman?
Beyond Wrestling has announced on Tuesday, November 1st, we will make an announcement that will be transformative for our business. It has taken nearly 3 years, but the final piece of the puzzle is in place. Details forthcoming. 3 different people have sent this to me, and 2 of the people that sent this to me said, "Did Triple H buy them?"
Probably. You know, we were beyond. I'm not educated on the indies, bro. Like maybe a few years ago I was a bit better with it, but like I
Beyond has no shooters right now. Alec Price wrestles at their shows, but
wait, Beyond Wrestling? Did you just mention? Sorry, I like blanked for a second.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I said they don't got no shooters right now. Last year, Wheeler Yuta would frequent their shows, but
but I need to. Where's there? Let me copy and paste this invite link and send it to our friend Chucky because I think
oh my god! Thank fucking god!
Hang on,
I'm fighting for my life here.
You're not. You gotta take this. You gotta take this ass open. Monty, you gotta stop giving us heads up of who's coming. I want the surprise pop. She said, "Wait a minute." Listen,
she's here to defend the team, bro. Like we're here. You're here fantasy booking terrible angles where the Bucks get the shit kicked out of them.
I know. It's like with Charlie here, at least it'll be even. It's like FTR Aussie Open, Young Bucks CM Punk. That's literally me and Charlie.
I am like a man and a half, so it's not even actually.
You're like 0.5.
It's not true. Yeah, Monty, this whole situation is super weird. Dave Meltzer went like crazy this morning to make sure that Punk Larry thing didn't like spread as a believed thing. Like he was just like, bro, that's bullshit.
He was not having it, bro. He was not having it. He was like, I was told it was a lie. I was told it was fabricated. Nobody said that back when, you know what I mean? He was like, going hard in the paint, bro.
Going hard in the paint. I wonder if nobody denied it outright, like what would the discourse be right now in the afternoon? You know, like could you imagine if the opposite happened? Can you imagine if Dave was like, I did hear weeks ago about something with his dog being affected physically. Like it would get nasty.
He just remembers.
Yeah.
Puts it in the forum. That's what he'd do as well. It would be in the forum. He wouldn't. Okay, we have Charlie, Mrs. Jackson.
We now got 3 Punk gangers in here. What's up, Charlie?
Is that a progress beanie?
Yeah.
That is absolute filth right there.
It's coming from the man who does not support the indies.
I do not support the indies, unfortunately. The last time I bought, you know what? I bought a ticket for an indie show earlier in the year and didn't even go. So that's like that's financial support for nothing, you know. You know,
Alexia's face is killing me. Here's the thing, Monty. You know what's funny? During the Monday pod, I was skimming through the 2 recent GCW shows that happened last weekend, right? Because I was trying to find the matches. Yeah, I was trying to see. The unfortunate thing is they're the only promotion putting in all these cool luchadors and like Japanese wrestlers from like overseas. So like from my way of seeing them in front of an American crowd is to have to sit through a GCW event. So I'm skimming through the show, right? And like the biggest takeaway, Monty, outside of seeing people like Yamato and SB Kento and Gresham and some of the luchadors, is these guys look like absolute shite. Like they literally like physically, like a lot of these dudes on these cards look like fucking shit. Like
it used to be better, brother. You know?
No, but like, dude, it's crazy. Like it literally like hamburger flippers in like underwear, like just standing in the ring. It's like astonishing. The only one who can get away with it is ASF because like ASF looking like a 15-year-old girl.
Shout out to ASF.
Hey. Yeah, he's a really talented young man. I want him to wear a mask. To be honest, he's so good. Like he should wear a mask. You know, he's built. He looks like a 15-year-old girl, but like
what does that mean? Oh, whoa! What does that mean?
We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
He should wear a mask. What does that mean?
No. I like.
Sure. What's up?
What does that mean?
What does what mean? What does what mean?
He's so good. He should wear a mask. What does that mean?
Okay. So ASF does Lucha Libre, Monty, right? And he's very, very, very dynamic. He does that he does the Ray Springboard West Coast Pop pretty much as good as Ray used to do it when he was like in his like early 20s, because he's very skinny and petite and nimble, right? And so when I look at him, he moves really great. Like I said, him kind of looking like just like a diminutive individual kind of works for like the way he wrestles, right? And so I actually don't want like a guy like him to kind of like get all beefed up and shit. But at the same time, while he does wrestle really well, he looks like a 15-year-old girl. It very much kind of like a young Juventud, right? And so for him, I think what he should do, because he's so dynamic, is put on a mask. I think that the exact same wrestler, ASF in a mask, would be talked about the way people talk about, a Commander or, Laredo Kid or some of the other luchadors who are, outside of the super mainstream promotions. So I actually have high hopes for ASF.
Personally, I mean, there was like a GCW show like a few months ago where he had like the Buzz Lightyear gear and he was wearing the mask.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I didn't like it.
I liked it. Yeah, I liked him. I like seeing him wrestle better without the mask.
Sorry to cut you off, Alexi. We've got another.
No, don't tell us who the guest.
You know what it is, bro, from my reaction. Big AO is in the place.
I like seeing him without the mask.
Yeah, nigga. What's up? What we been talking about?
We've been talking about CM Punk and Larry, Backup Hangman's depression, CM Punk going to the Fed. Yeah, man, we've been getting into.
Yo, are y'all ready to live in a universe where Cody Rhodes saves CM Punk's career twice?
Oh my god. Monty's fist pumping it. Like he's cheering it on.
Real rap, bro.
Chicago brother call Cody like, Cody, big bro. Cody, big bro.
Get on the phone, bro.
Wait. Ayo, quote tweet the link and just inform people that you're about to get into the CM Punk stuff. I'm gonna set up with some questions while you're tweeting that.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
I chose purple.
Putting questions.
Okay.
Sorry.
You chose purple.
Yeah, I liked it. It's like a pastel purple.
Yeah. Ayo, just let people know you're gonna talk about Chicago. For why you do that, Charlie? Do you believe the Larry story?
Yes.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you?
But, like, why would it not have come out already? Like,
so do you think it's what people? Because some people would argue that the leader coming back, Punk feels some type of way about it, and so he's like, "Let me just be messy and just say some shit."
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me because he didn't directly say that's why.
Yeah, it's kind of beast, kind of. You know,
it's kind of
like he alluded to it. It's just,
Parker got me saying beast. I can't stop saying beast. Like I'm literally just like, that's no beast.
That's
I'm like,
really beast.
I can't stop saying it now.
Charlie, think about how beast this is. CM Punk's sitting home, just kind of annoyed, right? And they're like, "Yo, so the leader coming back, and like you're not." And he's like,
on his birthday.
And on his birthday, he calls Nick Hausman.
I love that.
He calls Nick Hausman, and he's like, "Yo, Nick, you know they hit my dog." It's like, let's go.
Well, like I said, like CM Punk could get real nasty, man.
Yo, anything that happened to Larry, that ugly ass dog deserved it.
That's cap. Larry's a good dog, man. We're not gonna do this.
Larry's kind of ugly, and this is coming from someone who thinks Chinese crested dogs are cute. Like,
Larry's ugly.
This is my.
It's not about what's on the outside, man.
If Hangman Page owned Larry, you guys would say it's the most beautiful dog in existence.
No.
Yeah, and
if Hangman Page owned Larry, I'm sure he'd find a way to make that ugly ass dog more charming. But I'll just know so.
Ayo, Monty has officially gone out the deep end, and he has given up on the CM Punk and AEW experiment. I have not. I'm still holding out hope that he'll come back until I'm explicitly told otherwise. I don't care if that's coping. But Monty has officially decided his new agenda is he wants Punk in WWE, and he envisioned
that's a problem with wrestling fans. That's a problem with wrestling fans. They've told you what it is 97 times already, Hangman. But you just want every opportunity to keep crying and crying and crying at every new development. So you keep holding out hope.
Anyway, so Monty said that he wants the main ending to be Roman standing over The Rock in the main event, and then CM Punk challenging him. That's really nasty. That's
you
very
missed
disturbing.
the part where all you hear is cult of personality over the speakers.
And where Triple H introduces him.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah,
you
true.
forgot that part.
You know when
Basically-
Vince introduced Charlotte Flair. You know, it'll be like
When-
it'll be like that.
oh, we
kind of thing.
need Charlotte Flair. That thing.
Yeah.
We need wasn't that when Ronda was supposed to face Becky and we thought that was the main event and he just showed up and he was like, no, pal, we need Charlotte Flair.
Bro, that was genuinely like an all-time bit because it was like people like joked like, oh, Vince is gonna force Charlotte Flair into it. Then like people were kind of like contemplating how he was gonna do it. Then he ended up literally just showing up and being like, "This needs some Charlotte Flair." Like, he didn't even try to disguise it, bro. She got the best entrance as well. It was nasty.
Ayo, how devastating are you gonna get on the timeline if Cody Rhodes and CM Punk tag team in a match?
Bro, CM Punk running to the Fed just to beg Cody for a rub again.
Beg Cody?
Bro, that's excellent television. I need that.
He ain't lying.
I need that, bro.
He ain't lying. Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, I'd rather CM Punk in the Fed than him retired. You know, so
I guess. I guess.
No, I guess definitely, bro. All these guys out the window when he comes face to face with the tribal chief, head of the table. You know, you'll know what's real, bro. You'll know what's real. All that other shit don't matter. It don't feel right. Can't go back. Oh no.
Yo,
bro,
those people who
shit.
spent the last 8 years making hating CM Punk their personality trait, it's gonna get so nasty on the timeline.
The thing is, Ayo,
that's the best beat.
The IBs of the world they're just gonna beat off to like the idea of Roman like choking CM Punk out. Like they're gonna like really get into it, like vicariously live through every Roman promo. You just know.
Bro, I need Roman to quit, bro. I need Roman to quit and never come back.
Why?
Just make people. Oh, you see the fucking jump in viewership, bro? You see the pop in the chat when I pull up. Y'all don't appreciate what I do.
We have got a few. We got a paid pop in the chat. You know.
What is the?
Appreciate you, Bam. Also got a pop for Charlie and Alexa, the Elite. You know.
Oh yeah,
AO did give us a little bit.
We did that at the same time.
Yo. Here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna have a head-to-head promo, right? And Roman's gonna be like, at the end of the day, you came back to me. Came back to my island. CM Punk, acknowledge me. And IB's is gonna be like, yo, Smitty!
And CM Punk's gonna cut a promo about like how AEW was just him warming up for the big leagues, and it's just gonna it'll be nasty, bro. It'll be nasty. But I'll pop. AO's gonna get some crazy tweets off. It'll be
when the first time CM Punk speaks on this, because some people think that he's just gonna let this like just fucking be swept under the rug and just move on for time. You never see that. No, bro. No. When CM Punk finally speaks on this, bro, I might just log off of Twitter. Like it might not even be worth trying to fight.
You're gonna tweet shit. You know, you're gonna tweet shit that's gonna get your account taken down. That's just gonna.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
If I lose this account, I'm not coming back, bro.
He's not doing it again.
I'm not doing it again.
Paul Heyman is just like, we all know who the best Paul Heyman guy is. It's like, oh my god.
Oh, it's nasty.
If AO gets his account locked, we'll just have to call him in for the Christmas specials. You know. Once a year, we'll just get him in. Pay him a big fee.
Reigns, Punk, it is electric. WWE payback. Premium live event.
Payback.
CM Punk versus Uncle Howdy Bray Wyatt. You know, we got some. I'm
traumatized right now. I'm like scared.
We got some big ticket movers talking now. You know, real ticket movers. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Bray Wyatt. You know, none of this bullshit. You know,
Cody Rhodes is like. Cody Rhodes is like, CM Punk, you said that you paved a road, but I have paved a road, and you're following my road. And he says all these fucking big words and stuff, and he's just, you know, standing, and he's like, and at the end of it, he's like, Punk, I'm gonna beat you this Sunday. I'm gonna do it for Brandy, for Liberty for my dad.
All I know is Brandy Rhodes. Brandy Rhodes versus AJ Lee.
Oh my god!
Oh my
I
god!
was gonna say, what do you mean for Brandy? Brandy's already gonna be a world champion by the time this feud happens. Brandy's gonna be the Raw Women's Champion.
I don't know if you guys knew this. If Cody never got hurt, Brandy was supposed to debut soon. She's been in the Performance Center for months wrestling.
I need that.
Well, there you go. Dr. Hangman with
I asked my PC source
Hanger Select.
I asked my PC source how she looked. I said, "Be honest with me. How does she look in there?" And he said, "Not bad."
She's not that bad. It's not like when I watched her, it was like, oh my god, she's never going to be able to learn how to wrestle. Look, she wasn't one of those.
Nobody's.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it next.
You watch NXT. No one's gonna remember this. There was a late night Dynamite Thursday at 1:30 in the morning in the pandemic in 2020, and there were a couple matches. There was Ben Carter, who is now Nathan Frazier, taking on Scorpio Sky. Awesome match. And there was a Brandy Rhodes versus Anna Jay match. And that match is low-key good. Just saying. It's a real show.
I like
that's not real.
Nasty takeoff, but it's not true, bro.
Nobody remembers this shit. Bro,
I watched when Brandy and Cody were in AEW. I watched Dark and Elevation every week. She's horrible, bro. She's beyond bad. She's worse than you remember. And then worse than that, than you actually remember. Like,
I'm gonna run that match on VC. It's 3 minutes.
Just absolutely.
This match actually exists.
I'm telling you, that shit
actually exists.
Yeah, it actually exists.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Yo, before Backup Hangman can say anything else nasty, let's get through some more super chats because we're getting behind. But it's a good thing, so keep sending them in. We will get to them, even if we have to force it.
Tell these people to like the freaking video, man.
Yo, like the video before I leave. There's how many people in here? There's 152 people in here. I got the viewership up. There should at least be 100 likes. Like it before I get up out of here.
Yo, bam, $5. I'd like to hear everyone's top 3 women's wrestlers at the moment. Backup, is there any truth to the report that Punk and Omega had a talk after the fight? Answer the question first, Backup.
This is a tough one because I am not as well versed in Joshi wrestling, for example, as someone like an Anna. God rest her soul.
Last question.
The last question.
Yeah.
Is there any truth that Punk and Omega had to talk out of the fight? Yes.
Well, there you have it.
Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
Tuesday
after the fight.
No. The Tuesday after the fight.
Okay.
I don't think it was particularly positive, but yeah, I don't think it was particularly positive.
But go on, list off the top 3 women.
Yeah. Could you imagine the conversation was just can you imagine Kenny being like, "Hey man, look, that was bad, but no heat, right? Fuck you." It's all right. That'd be so funny. Top three women's wrestlers. I'm not as well versed in Joshi wrestling, so it's kind of tough. And I don't want to also be a fraud and just name some of them that I've only seen maybe 3 to 4 to 5 times. So out of the women that I consistently watch, right? I'm gonna say in no order: Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair.
Sasha Banks is such a cop-out answer, but okay.
And Riho.
Sasha Banks, Bianca, and Rio. Alexia, go on. You're right.
Okay, so I started recently watching more Saya Kamitan. Did I say that right?
I know who you're talking about.
I started recently watching a few more of her matches, and that's someone who I've been kind of binging on right now. She's really good. Her Willow. I love Willow. She's my girly. And then I would also have to say Bianca, just because I love her.
Hey, who's your top 3 women?
Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Mayu.
Yeah. Charlie.
Interesting answer.
So Bianca Belair, Jamie Hayter, and then Rina Yamashita, who's a deathmatch wrestler from Japan.
I'm gonna go.
Rina's wonderful.
I'll go Bianca as well. I'll go Jamie, and I'll go Tam.
You said Jamie Hayter?
Yeah,
Yeah, I said Jamie as well.
I enjoy every time she gets a match on TV. It's always like good, you know. She's got like a very good level of
D in
consistency.
the chat said, "Where's the DMD love?"
Said,
Yo, I'm not
DMD,
a DMD hater, bro. I've been hating what she's been doing ever since she dropped the belt. But if you ask me,
I don't know if I should say this.
She's just so easy to slander
just
because she's
don't
been
care.
bad lately. But lately she's been good. Ever since the women's Owen, she's been good.
I gotta
What
say
you
this,
gonna
man.
say?
Whenever she's on screen with Paige, the thoughts that come in my head would get me canceled. Not in like a like. I'm just overcome with like hatred. Like I don't know why. Like, I just
That's not where I was expecting that to go.
You know what more take is?
Yeah.
More take is that, you know,
Oh,
two
Bro,
big
Hangman just
two big
hates women,
stars, bro.
What do you say?
I said you just hate women.
I don't. In
Back
fact,
up,
Jamie.
Andrew.
You're never gonna beat these allegations, bro.
Every single week, right? He works Wednesday nights, so he'll come in the chat and be like, "Do I need to watch this women's segment, or can I just fast forward like usual?"
I never.
We're just like, "Yeah, bro."
I never do that with Dynamite. I watch everything on Dynamite, but when
That's
I
not
am
true,
catching,
bro. That's not true. Just get the women's matches all the time.
No,
It's just like watching
the people know, bro.
Picture. It's useless.
Now here's the thing: when I'm catching him to Raw, I will say to Rob, I'll be like, "Yo, Rob Drone, do I need to watch this Bailey Candice LeRae match?
Rob, fight back.
Or can I fast forward?" And he'll be like, "Nah, you good." I'm like, "Thank you, Rob," and then I'll save 8 minutes out of my life. You know.
Well,
this is crazy.
Yeah.
So much. You know,
I wanted to say,
go on.
Y'all realize that this is your fault, right? Because niggas didn't want to help me when I started this agenda. Do y'all realize that Brian Pillman Jr. is on the timeline posting doppelganger memes saying it's gonna be him versus Kenny when Kenny comes back?
Are you serious?
On my mother, bro. He posted Goku and Goku Black. And
Oh my god!
Let me read the tweet out.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm gonna pull it. I'm pulling it up on the screen.
Yeah, pull it up, bro. Y'all did this, bro. But I'm not just talking about the people with mics on the podcast. I'm talking about everybody in chat.
We're making this a segment.
Y'all added to this delusion, bro. Because y'all wanted to laugh at me when I was slandering this nigga, but y'all didn't want to jump in and join in the slander. Now he's posting a doppelganger meme saying it's gonna be him and Kenny.
He's in his delusional era. You know, we all go through that sometimes.
Y'all let this happen.
Did you see the viral clip that people were hyping up just because he did a couple clotheslines and then he ran the ropes a little bit? And
that is nasty, bro.
The little hop skip he did before he jumped over. It's just I can't watch it.
It was kind of funny.
And then he mildly clears the top rope doing the dive and
the thing is, the crowd
will never be Kenny.
He said, "We're gonna have to work this angle when Kenny comes back." Bro, you're not him. Bro. You're not Kenny. What is going on?
Yo, that is a crazy. Like,
you know what?
Even if he's
a little bit delusional, it's okay.
Yo, low key, Tony Khan book it. Just book the match. It'll pop.
Book that shit, TK. Actually, no, go ahead and book it, TK. Fuck it.
Yeah, book it, man.
So when Kenny can't drag Pillman Jr. to 3.5, everybody can just stop complaining about this nigga in his career, bro.
Hey, yo, what would be worse if they have the match and he doesn't show out and looks bad in it, or if they industry plans it and they lay out like a 25-minute dramatic NXT takeover match where he's getting near falls and big kickouts and dramatic moves and shit. Is
Kenny making him look good or is it still bad?
Up to you. It depends on what you thought of the Warrior match. The attrition.
Kenny making it look good would.
Okay, look at this.
Okay, wait. What if the custodian is the cleanest wrestler?
Christ.
The cleaner
But
equals
Kenny
amateur.
also going 25 minutes in a bad match would give me depression too. I don't know.
Hey, what if, or how about this 25-minute match? Pillman Jr. genuinely looks incredible.
I'll kill myself.
Not only incredible, every signature move he's doing is a Kenny Omega move.
Bro,
So like
I can see him hitting.
It's like a Bullet Club ladies match.
You
You know?
know? What's it called?
Alexia, what are you
Ric
doing?
Flair show?
I'm eating. I'm trying to open this granola bar, but it's really loud.
At the
My
corner,
bad.
You mute your mic, man. Look, damn.
yeah, yeah. Too much. Monty's being all posh and shit. Like, come on.
Monty's being so mean.
Yeah,
Me, I'd never be like that. But yo, custodian Brian
Sure.
Pillman Jr. We appreciate you. Mad King 199, the custodian versus a cleaner dream match. Rob is being nasty yet again.
BPJ,
Appreciate
baby,
him though.
go.
Appreciate him
What
a
is
lot
Rob
though.
standing wrestlers that are just not particularly great.
I don't know, bro.
CM Punk versus Omos is going to be a banger. He actually would. That's the funniest thing about it.
I'm gonna tell you what, CM Punk could have a good match with
Oh my god, a
Omos.
Jimmy Lloyd versus CM Punk versus Omos match.
He'd fully look at it. CM Punk would look at Omos. CM Punk would look at Omos and be like, "What would Bret Hart do?" And that's
exactly
what he'd try.
Exactly. And he's gonna try to chop down the tree. He's gonna go for short arm clotheslines. It's not gonna work. Omos is gonna stand there and be like, "Rah, rah, rah," and he's gonna go to the top rope. He's gonna do the jumping clothesline. Omos is gonna take his first bump. Punk's gonna rise up after he got in the bump. He's gonna do the slow sleeping gesture thing that he does, right? And he's gonna go to the top rope. Do the elbow drop.
Bro, you're getting too excited now.
No, let me finish.
I have to cut that off.
No.
He was getting fired up, bro.
Listen, yeah, man. Drops the elbow, right? 1, 2. Omos kicks out. Anaconda Vice. He has an Anaconda Vice. He won't get out. MVP's trying to pull him to the freaking rope. CM Punk kicks off. Cinches it back on.
Full on writing this fan fiction in front of us.
He's a bad fantasy book, I have to say. This is a few. There was also the Bray Wyatt promo that he pitched before, which was just like,
I re-listened to that. You're a dickhead. That was a good idea.
Trevin Lynch sent this precisely 30 minutes ago, so he was probably agreeing with something where Hangman was wrong. So appreciate you, Trevin. Hope you're still here.
I'm really wrong. Trevin Lynch, thank you so much for the super chat.
That is not true.
The custodian, Brian Pillman Jr., these past few years have been rough on me, to be honest. Had some highs, had a lot more lows, but I just had the highlight of my career this past week, and I cleaned Dave Meltzer's office.
Hey, yo. That's crazy. Yo, I would
good
say
shit.
that Meltzer's office is clean all he wants, bro. Streets need a picture.
Like Brian Alvarez had to fly to this dude's crib with another dude to clean his room.
Crazy.
Kind of beast, living the gimmick, brother. Just living on top. I'm just living on mountains of newsletters.
Where does he stay?
Cali,
San Jose, isn't it?
Yeah, he's in San Jose.
It's nice out there,
bro. You know that he still uses like a 20-year-old computer to type the newsletter. Like everything about his process is the way it was like decades ago. Like it's a weird thing with him. I don't know if it's like a superstitious thing or what.
HBO needs to do like a miniseries, like a 6-episode miniseries called Modernizing Meltzer. Get him an iPhone. Get him a laptop. Get him a new
modernizing Dave.
Yeah, modernizing Meltzer, bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
Get him some new jeans. He's been wearing the same jeans since 1989.
He wears a tight polo to show the biceps, and he wears those like Wrangler Wrangler jeans, the Brett Favre jeans. What are you eating, Alexa?
A Cliff Bar.
Is that chocolate?
Not sponsored, but it's
so
good.
that's so loud. They're loud. I'll
Yeah,
never
the next
let them
Wrestle Paris
sponsor us.
podcast
you know?
should just be me ASMR.
Yo, Tiger Style Pro, $5, appreciate it. Yeah. Someone show Hangman my punk vid from today so we can cry live on the pod.
That was so
my
good.
God.
Would you
Gonna
feel
work on it.
That was so good.
would you be able to play it on the screen?
I'd be able to get it up, but you wouldn't be able to hear the sound because I don't have it actually downloaded.
right.
And if I can pull it up like I pulled up the Brian Pillman tweet, but you wouldn't hear it, so it
Then never
loses
mind.
everything.
The audio makes it though. You need the audio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is this a punk slander video? Jenny!
It's not slander.
It's just
Yeah. Jennifer
should show
Barron,
up at Mania.
$4.99. Yeah. He should show up at Mania with the AEW belt.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
he
He
is
should, bro.
technically.
He should, so TK can sue the fuck out of him. I wish he would. David,
Can he? No, hold on. So, CM Punk is technically the AEW. Well, not technically, but
He was
he never lost a belt. He could have that belt sat at home right now, and
Yes.
just go full. Imagine if he went full Brock Lesnar in New Japan. Like, he's not dropping it to anybody, and he'll only drop it. He'll only drop it if I don't know who's somebody that he likes. He'll only drop it to Bryan Danielson if he comes over and wrestles him in WWE.
Oh my God.
Fucking hell.
That would be some.
Yo, now that Punk's gone, we can all admit the truth, right?
No,
He's kind of bad.
no.
He's kind of bad. His run was really
Like,
good.
now he's gone. We can admit it. Like, come on,
His
Come
run.
on,
His
man.
run.
Come on, like,
His run.
He's
Shut
pretty
the
bad.
fuck. Shut
Yo,
up.
y'all still
was
not
so
ready
good.
to admit it?
Stop
All
it.
right, bro.
That return match with Darby was really, really solid. His match number 3 was against Daniel Garcia at Rampage. Garcia's best match to that point in AEW. Punk's best match to that point. He had a great match with Seidel on that Rampage that went against SmackDown. He's had a good run, man. He had a good run. Punk has one bad match in AEW. And Charlie, listen.
Oh,
Well, Danielson's better than a lot of people. Charlie, do you know who CM Punk's only bad matches with?
Omega better.
it's Bobby Fish, isn't it?
Yes. That match
Shocking.
stinks.
That's because he's fucking awful. Anyways,
Yes. That match stinks. And then this guy kicks out
we're
at
not
3.5.
talking about Bobby Fish.
Yeah. Trell, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat.
Shout out to Tro.
Yeah, sure.
Shout out to WrestleWave.
Shout out to Russell Wade.
Sure.
We got the WrestleWave guys on the Unpurist podcast tomorrow. Oh.
Facts. 20 tomorrow for the A show. I'm Purist. Where we actually have fun.
You
There's
know,
no
you
cuckery.
can
There's no
call yourself
mock
the
cup.
A show, but
There's no mock cup. There's no hand cup. You know what I mean? Just
one of these days, there are no bad bitches on Unpurist.
Bro, it's gonna
Unless
be
you're
bad.
talking about Rob.
Mind your fucking business. Yo, why are you shaming
Okay, just
Rob
randomly
because he
bringing
pronounced
up
he
Rob.
gay? Yo, is it time to cancel Backup Hangman?
man said more on your fucking business, you know. Yo,
Listen, Wrestle Pierce is a really good show, man. I growing up as a kid, I loved SmackDown. You know what I mean?
Alexia, you want to read some love?
The Bearded Baron,
Shut up, pussy. I just heard what you
$2.
said.
Siri better than CM Punk, and Hangman better than Hangman. Oh wait, Hangman.
Yeah, I
said
am.
that so
Thank
wrong.
you.
No. Sorry, I was
Yes.
reading it.
Next super chat.
Hangman.
Next super chat.
Alexia's greater than Hangman.
Alexia's
Just
brain.
This is true.
Alexia's brain told the truth. You know,
No,
she ate that
I
little
just-
chocolate
It was a
bar.
Freudian slip.
Mhm.
You can tell JC £4.49. Shout out to Brit. You can tell the Elite were backstage when FTR are booked to lose.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I noticed that.
That was-
Let's talk about it.
That
Let's
was
talk about it.
funny.
The Elite are back, and Fascist TR right back to jobbing on Dynamite. You love to see it. You love to see
What
it.
you got to put down? What you got to put down my guys like that, man? You come from my guys so hard, bro, and it's just it hurts. It's wearing on me. It's wearing on me now. It's been months, weeks. It's wearing on me.
It's tired.
Yeah.
I love the top guys, bro. I got love for the. It's like, bro.
Charlie, could you imagine? Charlie, could you imagine the Young Bucks just walked in backstage obnoxiously chewing gum, and they're like, all right, Tony, let's look at the run sheet, right? And they look at like the lineup, right, and it says like FTR over Swerve in Our Glory, and Young Bucks like, hey Tony, come here real quick.
They don't even say nothing, bro. They just laugh and they just erase.
Just cross it out.
They erase the greater than sign and then put a lesser than sign down and just walk away.
No. I mean, over like on a run sheet, over means like just like who wins the match.
No. So I'm saying though, they just switch it. They just switch it up and walk away. They don't even explain nothing.
Tony's like, you sure? And it's like, yeah. Come on.
It's gonna work.
Yeah, it'll work out, you know.
Yo. Acclaimed versus Swerve in Our Glory 3 is way better option.
Yeah. Actually, like, as a fan of FTR, I actually agree. To be honest,
can I be honest with you guys? Neither is
and I didn't see
clean. Neither is super clean to me because here's the thing. I think that the Acclaimed kind of have to win, right? Because they're breaking up Swerve in Our Glory, right? Okay, so that's the case. Who is going to? It has to be you think a heel team should be the Acclaimed, right? Who are the heel teams in AEW right now?
there isn't any. The Kingdom, the Ass Boys. What we doing?
Okay,
You know.
Bro, why did the industry planted the Ass Boys in another FTR segment?
It's crazy.
FTR must be asking for this.
No, bro.
Joe
Actually do.
called it.
Unironically, they grew on me, so I'll pop for them.
No, man.
It's entertaining.
It was a good
I think it was like
Caucasian
flex it.
But now that they're back.
Wait, what'd you say?
I think you just like Caucasian butt.
Nasty.
That's such a crazy.
How did we get there? I just think. How did you?
Back up.
I don't know. Personally, I can't. Back up what?
Back up Lampier.
This is crazy.
Lampier.
This is crazy.
I can't stand a group called the Ass Boys. Here's the thing. I'm praying for you. Look, at the end of the day, very little heel tag teams, Monty. It's actually making this a bit tough because you don't want to, like we said this before, you don't want to put FTR against the Acclaimed and make the fans pick a side there because they're both really over babyface tag teams, right? So it's like to get the belts off the Acclaimed, you need a heel team to do it, and there aren't really any viable heel tag teams unless you turn, I don't know, the Lucha Brothers heel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the tag team division's got like next to no balance whatsoever. You know, it's like what I just said. It's like how are they? The Gun Club, yeah. Like I know people like them and stuff, and they are like perfectly like serviceable TV tag team, and they can do segments, and they're fine in ring. You know, I actually think Austin Gunn's pretty good, and there's something there with him. But like, when we're talking like AEW, the goal's always been be undisputedly the best tag team division in the world. And it's like you've got the teams to do it, and it's just balance the roster a bit more. Obviously, it looks like Death Triangle may be going heel. At least Pac at least is. Well, I don't know, man. Like, there's certain tag teams who we even currently face that like are probably better off as faces, but could do with being a heel right now in this moment because of just how, kind of how the chips have fell with the roster. There's just not enough top level heel tag teams. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
I have a suggestion.
If you put them on one of the tag teams they have in like Blackpool Combat Club, I feel like that could work because they work tweeners sometimes. Though Yuta does get so many reactions now. So.
Yeah, Yuta and Cesaro. Yuta and Claudio are so like babyface, so it's tough.
That reminds me, Monty.
Fuck it, put on Jericho and Danny. Sorry, continue.
No, that's not the worst.
I was gonna say that's not the worst in the world. Here's the thing. Now everybody probably assumes the Elite are gonna go back to fighting for the Trios Championship, and if they do, that makes sense. But that's a bit of an uninspired idea in contrast to my idea. I think that.
Oh God, not this again.
Here we go again.
Go ahead, bro.
Wait.
All right, let's hear it. What do you have to say?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Relax. Goddamn. I think the Young Bucks should show up and win the AEW Tag Team Championships in their first match, beating the Acclaimed and being heels when they do it. I think Kenny Omega should be in the singles division doing something. What can he do? There's so many different things you can go for. Doesn't really matter, honestly. Pick your poison. Do you want him to honestly, Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, tweener slash heel Kenny Omega, tweener slash heel Kenny Omega, kicks the shit out of Orange Cassidy, wins the All Atlantic Championship, and makes it a great championship. Because as I said 2 weeks ago, Monty, what does that championship even mean? What does winning that title mean? I don't know. But guess what? You know what it would mean on Kenny Omega's shoulders after a couple months? Everything. So that's my suggestion. The Elite can do their trios tags when they want to do trios tags, but I wouldn't give them the trios championship. I would split them up and use their skills productively. The Young Bucks are obviously a great heel tag team when they're as heels. And guess what? If they beat the Acclaimed and win the tag team titles, we can finally build to the award-winning, anticipated FTR versus Young Bucks 3 at Revolution and or Double or Nothing. We can get Kenny Omega.
They're not gonna do that, bro. You know, but the Young Bucks don't want the smoke, bro. So Hey, listen, bro. I know one half of that match is on their knees to try and make that happen. So
of course they're on their knees trying to make it happen. They need the rub.
Oh my god!
And they know the Bucks will put them over if Bucks FTR 3 happens.
Yo, that's why it ain't happening, bro. That's why it ain't happening.
Dax doesn't sound like that.
Listen, no idea what you just said, but I agree.
Exactly how Dax sounds.
Do you know the famous story, of Bret Hart walking into Shawn's locker and trying to bury the hatchet with Shawn and saying, "Listen, man, I know we've had issues, but if need be, and it worst comes to worst, and I have to put you over, I will put you over." Do you know what Shawn said back to him?
He was like, "Guess I'll do the same, brother."
No, he said that's cool because I would never put you over. And I was just, could you imagine a situation like that where Dax walks up to Nick Jackson trying to bury the beef, right? And he's like, "Hey Nick, look, I know I talk a lot of crap on social media about about what you guys do, but listen, I love my daughter, I love my wife, I love what you guys do for my family in AEW. I love what you guys do. You know what I mean? You guys are great. I'd love to work with you guys again. I think we should make magic one more time, third time. I would, I'd totally put you guys over if I need to do that." And Nick's like, "That's great because I just wouldn't do it to you, man." So if you want to run it third time,
I have information that would lead to the arrest of Dax.
Oh, this bullshit again, bro. Listen, CM Punk's got information that's going to lead to the arrest of the Young Bucks, so
this is not true.
This animal abuse is crazy, bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, Larry deserves that shit.
See, guys, this is what I'm saying, bro. These religious Young Bucks have convinced young AO, they've radicalized AO into supporting animal cruelty, bro. It's mad.
You see people tagging on. You see, I saw Roman Abby's tagging Peter under the post that said the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks knocked Larry's teeth out, bro. They was really trying to get Peter to cancel them.
Do you guys notice how for years we've been conditioned to believe that the Young Bucks are these wholesome Christian young men who love video games and vlogging and friends? I'm
gonna call this super chat. One sec, man. Sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna call this Alfred. I'm gonna call this. It's not the first time he's shown up in the last chat. I think I'm just gonna start calling him Al. The 51% owner of Wrestle Furious. I want to say we wish Larry a very slow recovery. So I don't co-sign it. We don't do this. All this fake news, fake information.
Nobody asks what the minority owner thinks.
we don't co-sign.
Right, this is Hangman's boy. I believe.
Oh boy.
How much do I donate to get Charlie in a Punk shirt?
That's a good question.
I don't own a Punk shirt, so enough.
You'd have to buy the Punk shirt and then send it to a PO box, and then
you gotta bring
to that PO box.
Go to my Twitter account, tip me the money, and then send a super chat, and we'll see what happens.
So
you need to provide the shirt and a tip.
Yes.
So it's not just a tip. It's not just a tip because she has to buy the shirt, and that's not fair.
Exactly. I do not own Punk merch.
Charlie, here's the thing: you gotta tape your fists and draw the X on your fist too.
That costs extra. That costs extra. If I'm doing a cosplay, Then that's
You
extra.
want Charlie to get canceled for appropriating what's it
Straight
called?
edge culture.
Straight edge culture.
There's nothing straight.
Look at all this Larry hate, man. Young Dende 199. Larry got hit with that door like Squidward.
Yo, hey man, tell CM Punk to spin the block for Larry, bro. If Larry has two teeth, tell him to spin.
Hey, yo, you know what's the nastiest thing? Even if this Larry thing was completely true and like proven true, niggas would still just know something and be like, fuck that dog.
I'm saying, fuck that dog, bro. You should have been talking crazy about me.
That's crazy.
See, I'm on the right side of morality,
Of history.
No, just morals. I don't support animal abuse. I don't support backstage politics. I don't support not selling. I don't support. I don't support these. I don't support these things that are being pushed.
Monty, what do you make of the segment on Dynamite where the Young Bucks got Thanos snapped out of every picture?
I was actually gonna get. I
had a friend who thought it was like extremely cheesy. So I was just curious what your opinion on that was.
Well, we've transitioned into it now because about an hour in, we probably should actually talk about the elite return. The elite return. Not even Dynamite, just the elite returning. Because that's one of the main things. Like I said earlier in the video, Sean reported that there's backstage talk now of the elite coming back. Even if that's just like in a backstage capacity. And then I believe like 10 minutes into the show, it was reported by PW Insider that, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were indeed backstage. Something that I have to give credit to. Backup Hangman knew quite about. When would you say you knew that the elite were backstage? Like an hour and a half before the show? Something like that.
It was earlier than that because I was back in accommodation,
I told you guys that they were backstage before a lot of reporters put it out publicly.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it was way before the start of the show. It was like way before.
Monty was doubting me, and he was like, "I don't know, man. Do you really know? But do you want to know, Monty, why?"
That isn't even what happened. I said word. That's all I said.
You said it. Yo, Heyman keeps trying to make it seem like we're down against him and shit. Like, what was that thing that he was spamming in the chat the other day, Monty? And I was like, bro, you're acting like you're throwing this victory lap like anybody doubted you or said this is not true or said this is not fact. Like, everybody's like, oh, okay, cool. And you're like, I told you that
Didn't do that. Okay, all right. So here's the deal, Monty. Around like 4 o'clock, I told you guys about the situation, and you know why I knew, Monty? Because I had 2 AEW wrestlers that I know literally go, yeah, they're like right across from me. And I was like, oh shit. So they're just there, like they're just standing. Like so one of them goes, Dynamite might be interesting. I said, what happened? And he's like, well, the elite are like right across from me. And I was just like, oh, like in the building? He's like, yeah, they're in the building. And I was like, are you ribbing me? He's like, no, I'm not ribbing you. I asked another person. I said, hey, are the elite in the building? He was like, I didn't see them. And then 20 minutes later, he goes, oh yeah, they're here. I was like, oh, yeah. So there you go. And then I reached out to a couple of the source people. I hit up Sean Ross app, and Sean didn't know anything about them being backstage at the time. And that's when Monty was like, oh, the SRS report, the select report said that like they're expected to be backstage at some point. And
you sound like Parker doing an impression of Monty.
Monty was like,
it worked, No,
I don't really think they should. But yeah, look, they were backstage. Yeah, they're backstage. It was someone did hit me up a little bit later and was like, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be on the show, but they're definitely like back, like producing and just kind of re-ingratiating themselves, getting their feet wet again. You know what I mean? Just kind of hanging out backstage. But yeah, but they're back. They're back with everybody. I do have another Hanger Select thing to report here. So on the Nick Hausman report, CM Punk kind of put it out that he has not spoken to AEW since the All Out incident. So here's the Hanger Select on this. It's semantics. CM Punk has not spoken with anyone from AEW since the Tuesday after the All Out situation, but his legal team and lawyers have been communicating with them like every day. So it's pure semantics. It's pure, complete semantics. They've been communicating the entire time. This was clarified to me when I, on the timeline, drew up a Crip walking gif because I was like, oh man, so they're not talking. Then that means that like he's not negotiating a buyout. Like, let's go, he's back. And then an AEW source was like, nah, this is not true. Like his legal team's communicating with them. And I was like, my response to that person was literally fuck you for like ruining my happiness. But yeah, so the buyout negotiations are real, unfortunately. They have been happening. They have been taking place between AEW legal and CM Punk legal. Punk is eating ice cream at home, and that.
Yeah.
Broke ass little boy. Unemployed bitch.
I was like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Hey, bro. My direct deposit hits in about, what is it? 3 a.m. Pacific? No. 3 a.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. You know who doesn't get a direct deposit anymore? CM Junk, nigga.
This is not true.
Ugly dog having ass.
This is not true.
AJ looks like a little girl.
That's not true. I will not disparage.
Look at Monty's face.
I will not disparage the lovely Latin queen that is April Jeanette Mendez. What I will say is this also: CM Punk will be getting a very lovely severance package. He will absolutely be getting all the money that was owed to him over the next few years from his AEW contract. It will be given to him in one big lump sum, presumably. The big holdup of this buyout is not the money. It is essentially how long the no compete is, because AEW thinks that he will negotiate with WWE. Whether this is true or not, or has any basis in reality, is unknown. Genuinely unknown. But they're convinced that he will attempt it. And so because they're convinced he's going to attempt it, they're going to try to legally prevent him from doing so for a long, long, long time. How long are we talking? Presumably a couple years, actually. They're trying to set up a situation where CM Punk is on ice literally for years, away from the wrestling business. So basically go home, sit on like a big wad of money, and don't do anything. It is what they're trying to do.
I was on the phone with my dad the other day, and I was just telling him how much I hate workers' rights. So that's good.
That's crazy.
I love it.
I will say when I asked my source about this last night, I said, if Punk wanted to just do indies like next year, could he do that? And he was like, yeah, they're not going to stop him from doing that. They're going to stop him from like showing up on like fucking WrestleMania. They don't really care about
Jimmy Lloyd.
See, they're scared, bro.
Scared,
bro.
Let's go.
I can finally get Jordan Oliver, CM Punk.
Scared, bro.
Let's
Two
go.
wrestlers of same skill level.
It's time.
Fuck you.
Get on the phone, Triple H. Work some nasty magic. We need it.
Yo, Monty, keep that on the screen. This is all you're gonna see. Hey, Phil. It's been a while. Look, kid. WrestleMania. You know what I mean? You can make some business, kid. My ears just like, how much money are we talking, Hunter? Hey, kid, just, you name the number, kid. You name who you want to work, Cody? Yeah, I'll work Cody. I'll work Cody. Sure. All right, we'll talk. All right, thanks, kid. All right. Best in the world, right? All right.
Jesus.
See, that's how it goes, So we're waiting on people. CM Punk, Triple H, that phone call. It's going to be, bridges are going to be fixed. And we're going to get to the promised land. CM Punk's going to be selling out stadiums. The tag team with Cody Rhodes is going to be heat.
Monty, could you imagine him sitting crisscross in the ring and he's just like, January 2014, I left sports entertainment. January 2023, I am back in sports entertainment.
Back in the big leagues, brother. What My sleeves all fucked up, man. Yeah.
He says, "You guys sure know how to make a guy feel like Bianca Belair in Pittsburgh."
Listen, we're diverting. We're getting off track here. The elite. There was a video package during Dynamite where, as Backup Hangman was just mentioning, they kind of like, it showed all the moments, all their big moments. What are we laughing at?
I don't know why we did it at the same time.
I'm laughing at. I don't know. I forgot where I was. I'm just gonna go to a super chat. Okay, cool. Got a super chat. Yuzora Hart. CM Punk ran from the ground in 3 different decades. ROH in the 2000s, the Fed in the 2010s, and AEW in the 2020s. Legendarily washed. Shout out Big AO.
Yo,
see, you know who's gonna shout out Big AO by the comments, bro. No.
No. Can you shout me out in the super chat so niggas know who's the money making draw in this motherfucker? However, it's true, bro. CM Punk is a notorious grind runner.
CM Punk is not a grind runner. CM Punk is somebody that he values and prioritizes his mental and physical health, and so he leaves toxic situations.
Yo, Kenny Omega would have wrestled off that Z-Pack.
No, AO, look at the screen.
FTR fears Big AO. That's 100% true. It is facts, bro. Fuck fascist TR. Dax will never be on Wrestle Curious as long as I'm alive. I don't care, bro.
You costed us 3 Dax interviews.
At least, like, I'm still if I ever get through to AEW again, that's who I'm asking for. Just that's the only person I'm asking for as well.
Bro,
Dax gonna talk to Monty. He's gonna be like,
the lack of Monty being able to do his job on me, bro. It's a cop out.
We need Dax and Cash on the program, bro.
No, we don't.
I don't give a damn what Nick Jackson says. I don't care what Big AO says. I don't even. I don't know what that brother did.
We get Dax to cut a promo when
Yo, it's not gonna end well for him, bro. You remember when Joey Janela tried to cut a promo on me in the space? You remember what happened? It didn't end well for Joey.
Well, it would be
Mr. Nutella.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah. The N-word, Mr. Nutella. Big AO supremacy, Jess. Thank you so much, Jess.
Jess, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat. This might be one of the first few pods that Jess maybe tuned into, so that's really cool. Jess, thank you.
Thank you, Queen. We're gonna get you on.
You should have sent Hangman Supremacy, but I'll take it. You know what I mean?
No.
Not looking promising for the. It's not looking promising for the Hangman fan base. Not gonna lie, But you'll get there one day, Hangman. You've been grinding from the start with me.
Monty, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make these people miss me. One of these days, I'm just gonna take a hiatus from the channel.
This guy thinks he's CM Punk, bro.
God too.
That'll be the new bit. 100%. That'll be the new bit. Like, everybody watch for 10 seconds just so we get more views about it.
Listen, I'm gonna bounce and then like make a return like 3 months later or something.
Yeah, we're gonna tell everyone to tank that for
our numbers back. Oh shit! We hit 2K. We hit 2K subs.
Wow.
2K subs. Shout out 2K subs. Keep subscribing. Keep liking the videos. Keep sending super chats. It's we appreciate it. We're trying to grow something here. See, we're not the man. We're not the machine.
I'm trying to run a fucking business here. So-called EVPs like fucking Hangman. Just fucking want to leak shit to the sheets, bro. Want to fucking passive aggressively tweet about me and shit, bro. Get a fucking life, Hangman. Get a job, bro. Stop hating.
Yo, okay, all right, okay, boom. The Elite are back. There's a video package. I'm sure every person in this live chat and on this stream right now who's going to watch this and get 1 hour 20 minutes in has seen the video package of Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Obviously, it's the first time they've shown up in any, like, I think they've shown up in like intros and something like once or twice, but like this is like the first like focused thing on them, like their first, appearance in a video package or whatever since the incident. So, you know, like I said at the start of the video, it's looking promising for the Elite fans. They're looking to be probably back very, very soon. And yeah, obviously, Backup Hangman's got his idea for what he'd want to do when they come back. But it's kind of like a weird thing at the moment because I don't see anything like. I guess the trios titles makes the most sense, but is it like the most inspired thing they could do right now? Probably not. But you know, what storylines are they going to get into and all that kind of stuff? It'll be interesting to see what they do, and you know, if it's just trios or if they do the singles and the tag stuff. I don't know. But Charlie, I'll start with you because you are the wrestle purist, Mrs. Jackson.
Something like that.
What do you want to see? What do you actually want to see? Like, what's your perfect scenario with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega?
I don't really. I just want them back on TV. I'm not really fussed like what they come back to do. I'm just more interested to see if they're going to be heels or faces because at the moment it could go either way. Like that video package here does nothing in terms of that. Like, are they going to come back as like the ultimate heels and be like, this is our company and you can't take it from us? Or are they going to come back as like, we're rebuilding this from the ground up again and saving it? Like, I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's tough. Alexia, where are you at? Is there any matches or feuds that you're hoping to see like immediately?
Not like immediately. Like I just want them back on TV. Like I don't necessarily care what they do. I feel like whatever they actually do, whatever like feud they go in, whatever titles they chase after, like I'm still gonna eat it up. So like, yeah, I'm just not. Really...
No, sorry.
Keep you're right. No, you're right.
Do what you gotta do. Right. So, Ayo,
thanks.
Ayo, you got anything creative for the Young Bucks when they get back?
Don't put the trios belts back on that. That'd be fucked up to the Death Triangle. You know, they deserve to have a real run and not just a placeholder run. The Elite got in trouble, so here you go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do whatever with them. We just need the Elite back on TV.
You think
all
everyone's
Elite wrestling, Hangman, not all Punk wrestling. Punk was not a big enough draw. Nobody believed in Punk. Start a company around here, bro. All right, it's all over there sucking. What?
Are you aware? Ayo, are you aware? Ayo Maz, that Tony Khan's first #1 draft pick went.
Relax, back up, Apollo.
Oh
no. Monty,
niggas can say that cute little Tony Khan's #1 choice was CM Punk story, but I see Tony Khan in some CM Punk merchandise from 10 years ago, like we've seen him with Bullet Club shit. I gotta go with the Elite, bro.
He was rocking Bullet Club shit because he was a fan of Prince Devitt and AJ Styles. That's my headcanon. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. That was his #1 draft pick, so there you go. And Monty, I'm just giving you a heads up right now.
Yo, I have an apology. You used to buy Prince Devitt basement wrestling DVDs, Hangman?
Why do you ask?
I'm pretty sure you told us a story where you talking about your collection of Prince Devitt and Seth Rollins basement wrestling DVDs.
I bought ROH DVDs.
No. Like, there was in a basement, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
We can move on. Niggas in the comments said back up pervert.
God, that's crazy. See, imagine I said I got like a sex dungeon or some shit. Like, yeah.
Oh my God. Back up fetish wrestling? Yo, they know about you, bro. The comments on your ass.
I don't know what that got to do with me. It got nothing to do with me. I don't know.
JC, £1.70, you know. The Elite saved AEW from Punk, they're not heels. I mean, bit
I did
hard.
tweet yesterday that if Adam Cole does join up with the Kingdom, which I think is kind of an inevitable, bringing them in full time. I don't know. That's just what I think is going to happen. I think that could be a feud for the Elite. I think it'll be fun. We'll revisit stuff they've done before in Ring of Honor and that. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know people have opinions on the Kingdom.
I think the Kingdom, they're fine. Like I said, the heel side of tag teams in AEW at the minute is so like shallow.
Yeah.
You know, the Kingdom's not the worst full-time signing they could make, but you know, them linking up with Adam Cole isn't something that that's something that gets me fired up, bro.
Wait, time out. Did Charlie suggest Adam Cole, Mike Bennett, and Taven versus the Elite?
Well, that is something that I had tweeted because everyone was like, well, what's Adam Cole going to do when he comes back? Are they ever going to finish that story? And that's the only feasible way they can at the moment. Don't shoot the messenger.
Well,
no way. Thank God.
You know
We cannot do that when he says the most shambolic thing.
That is a very fair point, Charlie. And I think he's going to have to sit a time out for that one.
And then back. Anyways.
Wait, what
SB42.
What made Hancock leave?
The Kingdom.
See, some of the stuff he gets away with saying on there, bro. That was he shouldn't be allowed. He shouldn't be allowed to just leave for that. But yeah, SB42 00, whoever that is. 199, just a blank super chat. God bless.
Thank you for the super chat.
Hangman is giving me current Westbrook vibes right now. All Elite Lake Show. And we've got a couple more, which I'll say for a bit later. But yeah, man, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. To be honest, Backup Hangman is now back in the stream and he's doing his weird lore again.
Oh God!
He's showing us
what is happening.
Can you not the chest?
Bro,
Not the chest.
Bro, can you stop sexually harassing us? I'm begging you. I'm begging
Not
you.
the chest. Oh.
Not the chest. I'm in clothes. What's going on here? Like,
Yo, I'm about to expose Hangman.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yo.
Whoa. Come on.
Bro, you see,
bro.
You see that QR code, bro?
Worse.
That QR code is crazy.
Sean, playing QR code thing. Like nobody cares about this, bro. Stop this nonsense.
QR code. All you hear is me just
Smoke said in front of the women, Hangman.
I had a t-shirt on. Like,
Yo, Smoke used to be a Hangman dick rider, bro. I had to save the little.
That's crazy, bro. Like Smoke was on my side, man, and like you just radicalized.
You fun, hangy fashion. Facts, bro. You gotta get that page deleted.
Listen.
Bro, we need to get rid of that page.
Jenny saying, "Hear me out, Jenny." It's comments like this that embolden Hangman to behave the way that he does. You can't support this foolishness.
Jenny is one of the few real ones. You know what I mean? Like she gets it. You know, she gets it.
Jenny, we're
Oh,
gonna
so it's either accept sexual harassment from you
Look at
or
these.
be a fake one.
That's just not true.
That's the main host scare. Facts.
I'm about to do something crazy. I'm gonna change my profile picture. Hold on.
No, don't even
because I know exactly what it's gonna be.
know what he's gonna change it to, bro.
Don't.
Yo, he's gonna lose 5,000 followers in a night.
Well, people are gonna we're gonna drop under 2K subscribers if we let him run this bit. You know, nasty. We can't. Yeah, Peach is right, bro. We can't keep letting him go away with this.
I'll keep talking about the Kingdom if you really want.
Yeah, that's what we'll book Matt Taven's first year in AEW.
Yes.
You know?
Oh my god!
Starts this Friday with Wardlow. You know,
He's going to
We're
beat
off to the
Wardlow,
races.
and then he's going to have a great title run.
Bro, what is with
I don't
Tony
want that
and
to
Rampage,
happen.
man? What is with Tony and Rampage, man?
We tried to talk about this on Monday, bro. We just fucking punting, you know. He's just putting on a show for the sake of putting on a show. At this point, like, it's just like,
yo, this
all right,
week's
man.
card
Like,
is freaking like.
Yo, I
Like,
thought
this
he
was
had some
called-
kind of like master plan, bro, but I don't know. Rampage at this point needs some kind of like WCW 2000 reboot. It's a fucking savior.
yeah.
Because just putting on better matches at this point is not going to make people tune in. Like,
Shout
you
out
gotta
Israel
be
in the
like-
live chat. Stream on Melina interview and leave a like and comment. Factual.
Yes.
Trying to get that up to 5K.
Facts.
It's already one of the most viewed videos on the channel, so that's awesome.
No thanks to you, Hancock.
Factual.
Sure.
Fucking.
I've got the
Israel trying to
numbers
run a
now. I was
business
saying
over
it.
there, and you was over there trying to risk Melina up, bro. You trying to back her the entire interview.
That was not true. That is not true. This is categorically untrue.
It's not being professional, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
Oh my god, how do I choose my
Anyways.
profile picture? Fuck.
It's for the best.
You're
You
taking
don't.
so long to
I'm
do it. But yeah, the elite are coming back. Everyone just wants them to be back. It's not even so much like we want them to be back to be doing anything particular. You just want the big stars back on the show. It's normal.
Yeah.
Especially with the elite.
Back.
Yeah, especially with the elite, like they've got this connection with the fans, which is obviously very unique in AEW because obviously, like they are like, you know, the soul of AEW. So, you know, it's been weird not having them around. You know, it was weird when we didn't have Hangman. No, when we didn't have Kenny Omega around before the Hangman title match. No, after the Hangman title match. Sorry. That was weird, but obviously it was an injury. Like this was kind of like weird because it was like the unknown silence with it and stuff. And yeah, no BTE, as you said, Charlie. You know, my favorite show. And
Yeah.
you know, man, people just want them back. They don't care how.
Oh my
man.
god, no!
I'm getting rid of him.
Thank you for kicking him out, bro.
Oh,
I got the certain time.
Like how? Like
Oh my
There's
god.
I'm trying to run a
so
business here. Hangman's over here being a fucking pervert,
every time we talk about the elite, he has to do something.
bro. It's
Can't take
so
it.
nasty.
Derail the. Oh my
Stop.
god!
Oh,
Stop.
Not again!
What are you doing?
Him and his collective 3 chest hairs.
Yo, tomatoes, please, tomatoes in the chat.
Jeez, boo.
Boo this man.
Boo
know?
this
Please,
man.
Boo him.
Boo this man. Get him out of
High
here.
key.
Well, he is out of here, but still
Tomatoes
send
is
him.
not enough, bro. You gotta take
Keep
this
him out of
in his life.
We need more. We need more tomatoes, bro.
Bring
I
on
just
that
want
man's
a
downfall.
stream of this is the shit we put up with, like dealing with talent. This promotion is you know, he's just throwing bricks. I respect it. I respect it a lot. Hangman's just gonna have to sit backstage and look at all this hate that he's getting. Can't say anything.
About what he's
We're not. See, look, we're getting a lot of tomatoes right now. He deserves it though. Israel's now bombed Hangman.
Wait, do you see? We were like, do you see Hangman?
man.
He's like typing in the chat or
Let
in
me see.
the,
Let me look at the private
in
chat.
the,
Is it,
the private chat. He's like, let me know.
You can stay there and think about what you've done.
Yeah, he's on the naughty step, man. He's
He said,
out of
let
there.
me out.
Oh, so
He's in solitary confinement right now where he belongs. You know.
Oh, so
Please.
niggas are really throwing bombs at Hangman, bro.
Oh god, this is so.
Back up Russell Westbrook. See, he's been called Westbrook twice now, bro.
Yo, because he's so washed.
Even Tiger Style Pro. We've even got the professional
Style.
video editors on it now. We got it. You're getting bombed, bro. Look, Dynamite sticks. No, we're going. This is what it deserves, though. So you know. Oh shit.
Like a style, I will send you money to make
Knives are crazy.
worst moments.
What's
Knives
this?
are personal. Back up to
Trash.
Sean Watson.
He's getting,
Oh,
we got him.
great.
He's in the private chat, still crying right now. So
Yo,
you know, we're just gonna
he
keep
said,
this
light
bit
skinned
running.
man keeping me handcuffed. What's going on?
Yeah. You know what? We'll bring him back up.
He's on
Back
his
up, Hangman.
first
Have you thought about the crimes that you committed, and would you like to
bro.
apologize for them?
I'm a victim of injustice.
Oh my god!
Like, this is supposed to be a platform where we express ourselves, right? And we, you know, we're finally able to be in a place that's not. Here's the thing, Monty. When we created Wrestle Purist, back up John Ace. When we created Wrestle Purist, right? The idea was young men with a dream, with a vision, with a goal, to be ourselves and express ourselves to the fullest extent. You know, I envisioned a future where I could be Hangy Fashion. What's going on? What happened? What's happening? What's going on here? Whoa.
Oh.
Untrue.
Becca Weinstein is crazy.
That is crazy, bro.
These names are getting more creative.
It's nasty. Listen, I was trying to bless my people, you know what I mean, in my viewership. And clearly by the response in the chat, everybody loved it. You know what I mean? Everyone like adored it. But yeah.
They're throwing bombs at you.
Jenny, I appreciate
man,
you.
bro.
Jenny knows ball.
See, this is a thing, Cameron.
You erasing the women
Mm.
of Wrestle Purists. It's
The
just...
audience has spoken, bro.
Wait, what did
People,
Jenny say
I've
now?
never seen anybody get bombed on a podcast before. I've not seen that, so you know.
It just said, first of all, you're 40. Not a young man.
But yeah,
I'm not 40 years old.
we should probably
Man is
talk
40
about
years old with 3
AEW
mortgages
Dynamite.
and
To be
2
honest,
families.
you know, we should probably give it a go. Talk about a bit of AEW Dynamite.
Yeah,
Did you guys like the show?
Yeah.
it's fantastic episode of television.
You thought Dynamite was fantastic?
Sammy carried Danielson to one of his better AEW
Okay.
matches.
We're not doing this.
Now you're just getting
Sammy carried Danielson. Swerving Our Glory went over. Fashion PR clean, may I add, clean as they should. Yo, what is this picture? Yo!
Is this the first time you've seen it?
We appreciate you, Regal. You know.
Thank you, Regal.
Oh, Alexis.
Oh, that's
they're
Alexis.
cooking Hangman. Back up Fresh and Fit. Back up Meltzer. Back up Jerry Lawler. Back up Jeffrey Epstein. Back up Cosby. Back up Kunawa. Back up Mike Vick. Back up Kanye. Back up Yeezy. Back up Plane Ride from Hell. Hey, yo.
Oh my God.
Yo, they are cooking you.
They love me.
Back up Karl Malone.
Oh,
I don't know what the status is of our Alexia right now. But
I bet her laptop died.
Hangman scared
Robert Marta is a talent announcement. He will be wrestling on the Prestige Wrestling Show. He is a fantastic indie worker that we have written features on. And, you know, he's a young guy grinding on the indies, so go check him out, Prestige Wrestling. Yeah, man, he's a good kid.
Lexi said her website crashed.
She crashed.
Real wrestlers left on the indies.
Factual.
You know, this yellow nigga Monty, all he cares about is flips. All he cares about is death matches. All he cares about is people setting themselves on fire. George Janela set himself on fire. Monty spent the next 13 hours defending him on the timeline. Bro. Like, first he started in the group chat, then he started doing all the timeline. I was like, yo, you know people can see you, right, Monty? But you know,
this is the thing. You are right. They are the only things I care about, because I care about getting them out of wrestling.
The Young Bucks.
I don't want. I could happily go the rest of my life in wrestling without seeing a flip. I've been flipped out, brother. You know. He's like 2010. He's
So
like
you been
2010.
flipped out, but you ever been elbow strike exchange out?
Elbow strike turn. Listen, bro. I just need some good punches. You know, there's not enough professional wrestlers in this day and age for a good work punches. It's you know, what happened to a good sturdy lockup? You know, these are the things that matter. Who can hit the ropes properly? You know,
Hitting the ropes is an underrated. There's so many guys now who like
all the little things.
Bro, Monty, a lot of these young wrestlers, they'll literally learn how to do like they'll like learn how to do like certain like cool quirky moves with zero handle on the fundamentals in any way.
Yo, back up Marty Scurll is crazy.
That's crazy. I've seen guys literally like run the ropes remedially. You know, but they can do like a Tijeras. It's like what? Like that's crazy to me. So I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I think the coach
flippy shit is great.
I think wrestling coaches these days literally just like people come into the wrestling gyms for them and say, I want to learn how to do this, and they're just like, okay, cool, fuck it, I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Give me your money, you know?
Can you oh my god.
Bro, you need to stop this shit.
That was accidental. That was
no, it wasn't.
Accidental.
He said that was accidental, but I'm holding my phone up to the camera.
Not accidental, bro. You know it wasn't accidental.
Apollo Crews is crazy.
Oh, see, this is the thing, bro. Like, there is similarities there. Like, you know, when you put
same hair, all that.
Yeah, it's the hair, bro. It's the hair. It's the hair, bro.
Same dating choices in women.
That's not true. That's not true. That's just not true. Or is it?
Nasty, bro.
Yeah, so you need to stop this law, bro. Stop it. We're gonna have to have an intervention with Backup Hangman about this hangy fashion and chest and these selfies.
We need to hangy fashion. I hope you know that we can see you. Like we can see you following that page, and we are judging you. So get right with God.
Especially here, bro. Especially here at the Recipuris, you know. At the Recipuris HQ,
because at this point, I didn't think it needed to be said, but y'all should not be following hanky fashion.
Factual. Don't need for 50 followers is so crazy, bro.
I just made my first post on hanging fashion.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
This is nasty.
I'm gonna report.
I hope I never see it, bro.
If you want, go to @hangy fashion.
Yo, what is this?
Ew!
Oh, no.
Sending in the chat wasn't enough. You had to post them publicly. You have to have a humiliation kink or something.
Yo!
The edited version.
Crazy,
Yo,
bro.
The edited
Absolutely
version.
not.
What is wrong with you, bro?
Listen,
You brighten
Alright,
the image.
I need. There's 128 people in here. Yeah, I need every single one of you to go to Twitter right now. Report hangy fashion. Get it done. Get it out there.
No. Don't actually report the post because it might make him lose his main account. But
I'm gonna lose back of Hangman if they do that. I'm gonna genuinely. Don't actually report it.
Get him out of here. Send him a beat.
He said, now look at the post to protect my mental health. Oh, I'm crying.
Do something.
Wait, who said that?
Peach.
This is.
DM hanging fashion tomatoes. Because his
Yeah,
DMs
DM. I don't know, man. Just do something because we can't keep
tomatoes. I'm actually curious if anyone does it. I'm gonna wait.
Please go
Yo,
to
DM Backup Hangman and hangy fashion tomatoes.
Your DMs aren't open on hangy fashion, so people can't DM you abuse. So that's
Oh,
a
it's
shame.
because he follows me.
Boo. You
I'll
stink.
DM you tomatoes.
Boo.
Why do we keep
There you go.
letting this hangman character
There you go.
fucking derail our podcast the way that he has tonight? You know, we're 1 hour 45 minutes in.
He's such
Still
a
need to talk
diva.
about. We still need to talk about Dynamite. You know,
Bro.
Yo, so that open, I want to quickly start in order, I guess. That tag match for the opener, I thought it was like, I loved it,
Yes.
you know. Just 4 pros, you know. 2 young, genuinely up and coming, talented, great wrestlers against 2, you know. Jericho is like a super vet at this point. He's been in the game that long, but you know, Claudio's a vet in his own right as well, and you know, he's done more than enough in this business to get that label. So it was, of course, it was just a great match, you know.
Yeah.
Babyface team against a heel team, pretty simple, you know. But just 4 great wrestlers. Claudio's closing stretch was, you know, brilliant. He's a machine. Is there anything that he can't do, you know? But yeah, what did you guys think of the opening tag match?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was fucking
I
awesome.
Pretty much
liked
said it
it.
all. It was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Claudio is
Yuta
such a
looks like-
beast.
Yuta looks like he's in better shape now. I noticed that Claudio sequence was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the match a lot, bro.
Yeah, it was good shit, man. And then Jericho.
Where are they going with the
obviously-
Ring of Honor title, though?
I don't know, man, because Jericho ate that pin to Claudio, and you know, there's rematch talk and all that sort of shit between
what I'm saying.
Claudio and Jericho for the world title. And
Final
you
battle.
know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the end destination is going to be for Jericho at Final Battle at these points, to be honest. But I think Claudio is a genuine possibility, to be honest. And but after the match, Claudio did pin Jericho, as I just said, and you know, the Jericho Appreciation thought he weren't happy with it, so Jericho, you know, he accused Claudio of cheating, etc., etc. But by the end of it, he said that he's sick of this shit, basically, and he laid out an open challenge to any former Ring of Honor champion, which could be like fucking, you know, I'm seeing people say Bandito, I'm seeing people say, even though he's already wrestled him, seeing people say Nigel, which is interesting for 1,000,001 different reasons.
If
You know,
it
could be anyone.
Nigel, I'd save that for Final Battle if they could get Nigel.
I don't know how I feel about Nigel wrestling. I'm not gonna lie, but
Like
you know,
if they could, though, yeah.
There was a
I
I want it
tweet
to be
that
Christopher
resurfaced
Daniels.
for 2018 that said he never
PCO.
retired because of injuries. So he's good to go, bro.
Yeah.
well,
He's good to
But
go.
yeah, I think next week
I
it
don't
could
know,
be
man.
Christopher Daniels because he hasn't been on TV for a while. And the last match
Christopher
he was
Daniels would pop, man.
against Brian.
I
think that
love
was
Christopher
funny,
Daniels. I
Yeah.
do love Christopher. He was.
I would be really happy if it was him.
When I was a bit of a TNA kid back in my time.
Yeah.
He was you know, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. He was a big part of that. So
Yeah.
I've always loved Christopher Daniels, and you know, he's remained at a very, very good level, and up until pretty much like now, really, where he's kind of more faded into like more of like a backstage role. But he's the man, man. He's the man, Christopher Daniels. I'd see it. I'd be happy to see.
I've still never seen Christopher Daniels on TV and was like, damn, like he sucks now. Remember when he used to be in? Like, he's still a good worker, bro. Like, he's still consistent.
Yeah, even when he had botch, it would be like, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm not, bro. I said it about Punk as well when he was in, but like you see when like an old man botches something and kind of, you know, it's got a little bit of charm. It's got a little charm to it, you know. We're all human, you know.
I want I wouldn't want Christopher Daniels at Final Battle, but him being the mystery opponent for next Wednesday would be really cool. That would be dope.
Yeah, man. I got love for Christopher Daniels. Any other guesses for who it might be next week?
I like it to be Homicide.
That's good.
Homicide
Personally.
would pop, yeah.
Personally,
That's a
I would
I'd
like to
pop
see
that.
Homicide.
Homicide would be cool. I like Homicide. I don't know the last time I saw a match of his that was any good. But I like
Well,
Homicide.
it's been a while, you know.
I like Homicide.
Okay.
Yo, listen, Homicide, he's beat up, man, but he's I love Homicide, you know. Soft spot for him. He's another. A lot of these old Ring of Honor guys, I've just got random soft spots for and that. And even though the match won't be a 5-star classic or anything, like it probably won't be anything near to like Jericho's best Ring of Honor work, like the Bandito match or whatever. But
I mean,
know.
Homicide would tie back into like the whole BCC Eddie Kingston thing though, because you know they're really close and shit.
Yeah,
it would make sense. I just don't know if you would
good
get
one.
the.
Davey Richards would be a good one too.
Yeah.
this is the real answer.
Yo,
Yeah,
look on AEW Dynamite with the Hitman gear. I would like to see it, bro. But then get him the fuck out as soon as possible.
Yeah, like literally, like
Here's your check, bro. Damn, you need a ride to the bank, to the airport? No, all right.
Yeah, he's a ticking time bomb, bro.
Does.
Yo,
bro, he'll just see Sammy Guevara just
bro.
fucking try to gnaw his face off. No words exchanged, bro. Try to bite his face off.
Loki. Imagine trusting Loki in there with like, you know, Jericho, like a multi-million-dollar talent sort of thing. Oh man, Loki's an artist, you know. And sometimes artists get, you know, they get pushed now in this game. So, you know. Now all jokes aside, Loki is a wild guy, you know. Loki would pop me, not gonna lie, but like I said, it would be a wild booking decision.
It would take something really bad for me to be like, that's it. Like my expectations are not through the roof for that.
Yeah, even like your Davey Richards, like
I would like Davey in that spot.
Any of the old champions would pop me. Other than there's like,
if you pull out Matt Taven just because you got him now, like here you go, here's a Jericho match on Dynamite. That's gonna get me tight. Like don't play.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro.
Do not do that shit.
No, that's one of the names I'm like, please.
No. Do not bring us.
No, we do not need him anywhere near AEW. Right,
keep that man far away.
Hey man.
Look, man, I know what he's
what,
thinking.
Monty?
He's like, yo, I get what he's thinking.
Hey,
he's like, yo, if a monster like Dax Harwood could be on
AEW
television, why can't Austin Aries? And you know what? I agree with you, but two wrongs don't make it right. Dax Harwood shouldn't be on television, and neither should Austin Aries.
Why does everyone actually hate Austin Aries? I don't keep up with like all the reasons why wrestlers get cancelled and shit.
The worst thing that he did was a woman worker at an indie show disrespected the business or whatever because she like went into the locker room to like look for her boyfriend. So he sexually assaulted her pretty much by like teabagging her, forcing her to like put his nuts on her head.
Oh,
and then he like bragged about
on some like on some old school fucking rib shit. Like,
but he did this in like 2016, 17 or something like that. Like right before speaking out, like a couple years right before. And like he's admitted it on video, he's admitted it on Twitter. Like it's not like, oh, if he did it, I'm gonna cancel him. Like, nah, he did it, and he's
wait. Are you talking about when he put his balls in Christy Hemi's face?
I didn't remember. No. That was because but I'm talking about
because Christy Hemme was
at an indie.
Oh, I don't know about that. No. Yeah. What I know is that Christy Hemme, Alexi's face was so disgusted. Christy Hemme announced him, and like I think she botched his like announcing him to the ring, so he got mad. So like she was standing like in the corner of the ring, and he just kind of got to the top turnbuckle, but she was still like
into the turnbuckle,
backed her to the corner and stood on the corner, like and then just like stood away, and like, it was super weird. Yeah. He's a freak. He's a freak. And he has like really just kind of wild like medical views, but like that's neither here nor there.
Oh yeah, and he's fucking what's it called? Anti-vax, all that shit.
But yeah, no, he's definitely he's a wild.
I get it, bro. I get it. People in the chat, and you're right. He's all that. Like take all that into account. He is still a better person than Dax Harwood. Like I said, two wrongs do not make a right.
Listen, Dax is a top guy, you know. And what he cares about is
he gets one of the biggest reactions on Dynamite.
You know.
Look, man, all I know is I heard his Swerve chance over FTR chance.
That's not true.
Yeah. And you know, no, Hangman. First of all, that did happen. Second of all, Hangman was in the chat yesterday going full Klansman. When he found out that Swerve in Our Glory beat FTR, he said, and I quote, on my mother, and I quote, fuck them niggers. Hard R, bro. He was tight. Son. He was so mad, bro.
Didn't happen.
I can unfortunately confirm that was
This is not true.
a true happening. You know, he
Bro.
did. Hangman did use the hard R, even though he's
Hangman
taken back.
was tight.
He was.
This is not true.
Crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro.
This is full Black Klansman when he found out that Swerve in Our Glory.
The first step to redemption, Hangman, is admission. You know, so. You know,
I think Swerve and Our Glory are a very talented tag team.
And, but you still lashed out on him.
One in the WrestlePeers group chat defending Kanye West. No,
that's not true.
I'm just kidding. That's too far.
That
did not happen. But the Swerve in Our Glory FTR story did happen. You did not defend Kanye West, bro. Before we were running to the timeline, hey man, it's anti-Semite. Back up, Candace Owens.
Holy shit.
And then he said that before I said the Kanye thing.
Wait, what happened?
I think I said back up Candace Owens before I said anything about Kanye, bro. Back up Bill Watts is crazy.
Bill Watts is like.
Bill Watts is
see, this is like, back up Hangman is he's hurt. Why have you joined on another? Am I supposed to add this?
Yeah.
What is happening to this once great podcast? You know?
Yo, Marcy, you're enabling him, bro. Like, you knew this was gonna happen.
That was so scary. You literally only had one eye.
I confess that along this journey, I'm going to do some horrible, horrible things.
What the fuck did I miss?
Yo.
I was waiting for 2 seconds.
Yo, what is wrong with this nigga, bro?
I went to get a drink.
Look at you.
Bro, did you miss the whole QR code thing?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, look at some of these.
I was getting my drink.
Gross.
Oh my god, there's literal tears coming out of my eyes.
Wait, I need to go back on my phone and watch what just happened. It's gonna be a lie.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
WrestlePeers Galaxy does not like this.
Bro, it was just my eye. Like, I don't.
That was a scary eye.
Yo, Denjay, I wish there was a nuke emoji so I could throw that Hangman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on.
That's
I'm
crazy.
actually crying.
That's insane.
You actually added a double.
Isra's saying she should control you, bro. She could do it. If I was on the pod, this wouldn't happen. I think
That's
she's
not
right,
true.
bro. I think
That's not
she's right.
true. See, Israel thinks she can handle me. Like, nobody can control backup Hangman.
See, even things like that comment, bro. Like, it's just like
It's just not needed.
it's just
What?
you're just a pretty gross guy, you know.
What do you wait? What? Just a pretty gross guy.
Hangman, who do you think's gonna face Jericho next week?
I don't know.
Okay. What's the next thing?
I don't know.
What else
Can I
is
say-
on the show, people? What do you want us to talk about? You know.
Wait, Monty, can I say something real quick? So the show opened with the tag match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie sounded so trepidatious, like I was gonna get. No, listen. The show starts with a tag match, and then we go backstage, and Bryan Danielson's there with Renee Paquette, right? And then Yuta showed up, and he was like all mad and shit, and he was just all like, "Hey man, I won my match, and you're still here." And then he kind of got in his face, and Claudio was like, "Hey everybody, please stop fighting. We'll talk about this like men and shit," right? So I gotta say, this is a really interesting segment. The Yuta resentment of Danielson is an interesting story wrinkle in this BCCJAS story, and going from the match to this backstage bit to the Jericho Appreciation Society backstage segment where Jericho said that he was going to take on every ROH dude. There was a very smooth segment to segment flow to open the first 22 minutes of the show, and I just really liked it. I almost wanted the Danielson match to follow all three of these things. It probably would have been too much of the same storyline, but it was just really, really smooth how one thing went to the next thing to the next thing, because we got like story advancement and all of it, and it was just really, really clean. I just enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good wrinkle, like you said. you know, it's a good little
The
short
audio
segment.
issues were throwing me off backstage, though.
For Jericho, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. You know, there was a few things throughout the night, but you know, it happens, I guess. So, you know. Like I said, what else did we enjoy in Dynamite? What stood out for people?
I like when Bryan Danielson hits people really hard.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Yo,
You know?
how many amazing matches can Sammy have on Dynamite in a row? Before y'all put some
Oh, not.
respect on his name.
Oh.
How many?
I really
Oh,
liked
no.
how Brian protected him for that moonsault. That was really good of him. He's really good at doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Brian was great in that.
Yo, Sammy carried him.
That's just not true.
That's just not true.
That is not.
Yeah, do I sound different now?
Ashamed. I'm ashamed right now. You know,
What's wrong?
These takes at AO's
Anyway,
coming
so
out.
after, Sammy carried Danielson to his
No.
one of his best Dynamite matches. Sammy did.
No,
Nah, I'm gonna get my shit off, bro. I'm gonna get my shit off.
That's just not true.
Sammy did Andrade's moonsault spot better than Andrade ever done it.
That's not true either.
That's no troll. That's no agenda. That's all facts.
That's not true.
That's all facts. Better than Andrade ever did in his life. And I'm an Andrade enjoyer, bro.
Monty,
AO's tanking the viewership right now.
I'm not taking the viewership, bro. I'm getting that shit off.
40 people left.
I'm crying. They left because you kept showing your titties.
I showed nothing. But here's the thing. Monty, so MJF is in a really interesting position right now. I referred to this on Twitter. I said that Max, it's kind of like The Rock in Spring '99, where he's like he still acts like a prick, but people are just really into the act, you know.
Yeah,
and it's like the shtick, yeah, exactly. You know, Rock in Spring '99, they wanted to cheer him earlier than that, but like, you know, he's feuding with Austin, so you have to cheer Austin. But like once he stopped feuding with Austin, it's like, well, how are we supposed to boo this dude? You know what I mean? Even though he's doing like, you know, just being a prick, right? Yeah. And so MJF is in a similar spot now where he walks out and it's like, you cheer him because you know that you're about to see the most entertaining part of the show. You know, he's one of the most backup AO. That's hilarious. Listen, people will slowly but surely come to realize that AO is the true madman here.
No,
you know,
they won't, bro. They just don't like my Sammy takes. But everything else,
it's nasty.
Fucking fire.
The bottom line is, Monty, Max is too charismatic to boo. He's very fun. Like The Rock in Spring '99, you want to sing along with his catchphrases. You enjoy seeing him be an asshole. He hasn't changed the fact that he's an asshole. But he's letting people cheer him. He even dunked on Renee in a very Rock on Lillian type of way, where I forgot what she said to him, but he just kind of like smoked her, you know. So yeah, Max is in a very interesting spot now because he really gets those reactions. I wonder if this is just a faux face turn leading to like the ultimate like I'm still evil type of angle. Very, very possible. What I'm not as into, and I just don't really get what they're cooking, is this Stokely thing, man. It's been a couple weeks now. I don't get the firm. I don't get what this is. I don't know. I don't think so far to this point this is the best usage of Stokely's abilities and persona and, you know, personality. If anything, it feels very limiting. It makes him feel like just a guy in that spot rather than like a guy who can, like, you know, be himself. And I don't know if that's by design or not. I just know that like I liked him better when he was with Jade, and he could have done even more in that role. And now he's in the firm, and I just don't really get what this is.
Look,
and
as usual, you're wrong and you have terrible opinions. But that's what we.
Why am I wrong?
I do agree that there was no reason to separate him from Jade. It could have just kept cooking over there. But if they were gonna do this firm thing, no matter what, I feel like this is the best that they've ever looked, the most serious that they've ever looked. Like forcing fans to be like, no, like you're gonna take the firm seriously because it just destroyed Moxley, they just destroyed MJF, they just closed out Dynamite. And they look good doing it too, bro. There wasn't any fucking Dark Order punches involved, so I like it.
Alexia, did you like the firm beating up Alexia, did you like the firm beating up Mox and Max?
I was about to hop on the screen and save Max myself, but I don't know. I felt like the ending to that. You know how there's like I guess for me personally, like the last few Dynamites, there's kind of been like a little bit rushed. I feel like this one they actually had time to, have like a cohesive,
get the angle in.
get the angle in and stuff. But like, it was kind of random. But I mean, I popped. Whenever Lee came out with his his golf range shirt, I think. And
is that what that was?
Oh, he's getting into this whole Frank Ocean thing.
Funny. And I popped for the Gun Club coming out with crop tops.
Yes. You would.
More wrestlers in crop tops, please.
I did not notice. I did not notice you wearing the off-wing shirt.
You know what I'll say, man. Look, I still don't really know what to think of this ending angle because I just don't know where this is going. But one thing that is just hard to like not feel as I'm watching it is like I'm watching a big cast hype angle in 2022. Like I'm watching Dynamite close and John Moxley and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, two of the top stars, are getting beat up, and it's at the hands of like Colton Gunn and Austin Gunn.
Bro. I'm not gonna let you get this off, Hank Drone, because you've been tweeting for the last 4 months that Big Cass should be in WWE working Roman Reigns.
I have never.
Yes, you have.
I have never tweeted this. I have never tweeted this.
You said it. If you didn't tweet it, you've said it.
I've never said this.
You said it.
No. Wait. Am I being true? Is this a rib?
It's not a rib, bro. You said this multiple times.
Put money. Well, $5, bro. What are you talking about? You got me messed up.
Working Roman, bro.
No, I have not, bro. What are you talking about? The last time I tweeted about W. Morrissey was when he faced Wardlow for that like MJF trial series he was doing, and that match was fine.
I'm telling you, bro. Multiple occasions.
What are you cooking? This man AO's trolling.
Yo, you're such a fucking drone, bro.
What are you?
So now you can't go to the Fed. You don't like him anymore. But he should have been in the main event.
He's all what?
Yes,
he's always just been okay. Like that's him. He has great size. He's in great shape, and then he's just fine. He's a fine worker. He's not the best talker in the world. He's a big man.
It's not even about Morrissey, bro. It's just like I'm not being funny here. Say what you want. Like, okay, if you want to take the firm seriously, this is how you'd like introduce him in their first big angle, whatever. But like, let's be honest, 6 months from now, where the firm gonna be? So it's like this is for me. Yeah, when I'm watching the announcement for MJF and Moxley, I'm not sitting there thinking, you know what this needs. This needs a layer of the firm. This needs a layer of the firm. Like, bro, like, what are we doing?
Ethan Page pulling up beating his
I thought I was watching TNA last night. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was in the middle of an Aces.
Charlie's been trying to go ahead, Charlie.
I was in the middle of an Aces and Eights, bro.
I love that stuff. But no, Stokely cut that whole promo to make that whole point of, we're not a faction, we just come together when MJF needs us. And now they're on TV every week as a faction, not doing what MJF wants. Like, what was the point of that whole 10-minute segment?
Yeah, it's almost as if like they changed their mind somewhere along the way.
It's just, I don't know.
Plus, there's a very like little unity between all these guys. Like it feels like a plate with like steak, popcorn, M&Ms, and like fish. It's like, what's going on here?
Yo, Henry just hates black people.
I love my people. I love them so much. I would actually like to see Lee. Listen, when Lee Moriarty was kind of like teasing linking with Stokely, I got really excited. I got really, really excited. I was like, oh man,
he feels more like a geek now. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
So here's the thing. When Lee linked up with Stoke, I was like, okay, that's gonna be an awesome duo. It's gonna bring Lee up to the next level. And then like they're teasing like Ethan Page with him, and then the Gun Club, and it's like, okay, I don't know about this now. I thought Lee was gonna be with the baddies, and I got excited. I thought it was gonna be like Lee Moriarty, Jade Cargill, Stokely, and the other two, Layla Gray and Kira Hogan. I got really excited. But now it's like the separate thing, and it's the firm, and Lee Moriarty to this point, if I'm not mistaken, Lee has not had a single AEW singles match on television since joining the firm, which is kind of like crazy because you would think that like now that he's in this thing, it's like, oh, it's going to be a vehicle to put him on TV more, you know, as a wrestler.
Bro, the firm stinks, man. This is a very long. It's a very long way of saying that the firm stinks. It stinks. I wish it's not even on the talent involved too much. Really, I love Stokely. I think he's one of the genuine few great managers that have been around in wrestling over like the past decade. Lee Moriarty, I think, is a promising talent, and I genuinely want to see him gradually make his way up the card like a Yuta, like a Daniel Garcia. He ain't happening when he's in the firm. Ethan Page, this is probably the person it's best suited for, whatever. Because
A listener of the show found one of Hangman's Roman tweets.
Okay, put it up. Put it up.
Pal!
Put up.
Exclamation!
Send
January
it to me,
7th,
Ayo.
2022.
Okay, hello. Okay, guess what? Okay, see, here's where I would expect better from our listeners. I would expect better when it comes to reading comprehension and nuance. Read the tweet one more time, Ayo.
No.
Read it again.
The thing is, you're about to do this thing where you're like, oh, I was being facetious. Oh, this is just what Vince McMahon would like. I didn't mean it.
Yes.
But how would I know that you've had this opinion when I wasn't even on wrestling Twitter when you tweeted this in the first place? I never seen this tweet before.
Ayo, reread the tweet, please.
Nah, bro, I've never seen this tweet before.
The receipts.
I've never seen this tweet before.
Monty,
so how would I know about
Monty, who in the business says pal?
He's about to be like, I was just kidding, bro. I was just kidding.
It was literally
some nasty Vince brain. Oh, bad
no,
bro.
Yes, no. You fool.
You've said it on multiple occasions.
I have not said this on multiple occasions.
You want Big Cass in the main event.
I don't. What I want is CM Punk back in my life on my TV screen every Wednesday, on AEW Dynamite. That's what I want.
Put him back on your TV screen every Monday. Let him go to
Raw. No.
Let him go to Raw.
No.
Or Fridays.
Did you guys like Jamie Hayter versus Riho?
Yeah, it was very good. Match.
I thought it was awesome. I thought that match was awesome.
Yeah.
There was some
talk for saving women's wrestling. Shout out to Kenny Omega for saving women's wrestling.
I gotta say, Dynamite is Dynamite's multiple weeks deep now in terms of consecutive weeks with good women's matches on TV. It may be the longest stretch of good women's matches on AEW TV that I've seen.
Yeah, I can't believe how over Jamie Hayter has gotten. And I can't say that AEW's really did anything to make that the case. Like that's like all her all in ring. Like it's not like she's getting like promo segments or like they're really like leaning into this whole Jamie versus DMD thing. Like she just got organically over herself.
TK, he's not the best at capitalizing on like momentum. If you
bro, now it's Triple H.
Nah, bro, it's true. It's true. It's straight up, it's facts, bro. Like it's like Wardlow felt like one of the biggest stars in the world coming off the MJF feud. What's he been doing since, bro? Like, yeah, we pop when he comes out with Samoa Joe and that, but like, come on, let's be real. Jamie Hayter, the Forbidden Door. Was it Forbidden Door when they done the 4-way where Jamie was like insanely over? So if you watch that and you see what she's done since, it's like again, like they just have not capitalized on the momentum when they get these like really, like these organic things. It's like they have a plan for a storyline that they want to do, and they'll do it, and then afterwards, if that person's got momentum or not, it doesn't really matter. They're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. I don't know, man. It's like another example would be like Thunder Rosa's title reign. It's like she felt like fucking. Like her, I was saying in the group chat earlier, like her beating Baker at the time felt like one of the biggest things in the world, man. Like it was a big deal. Then literally like the next week when they do the title presentation for or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like they really undercut her and they didn't put the effort into the brand that they did with Baker, but it's just
because I still don't think that's a big deal because Britt Baker gets treated like a star on the same level as any of the men, like not as on the same level as any of like the men top stars, but on the same level as any of like men stars, right? Like she gets like her time and all that shit. But like,
Yeah,
she had her title celebration interrupted as well by Nyla Rose.
Yeah,
So,
no, but
like,
the thing is, Baker had a proper celebration. Rosa just got brought to the top of the stage by Shivani, and before she could even get a sentence out, she got interrupted by Nyla Rose. It just felt really like there was like a whole discourse. There was like a whole discourse for a week about like, oh, TK hates women and blah blah blah. But, you know, that was just discourse on. But basically, the point is just that, like, I just don't think TK is the best at capitalizing on like organic momentum and stuff like that. With obviously Jamie Hayter being like the current example, it's like you see how over and that she is. It's like she could have, I don't know, man. Like they could have done something with her, whether that's the Britt Baker turn and fully go in that direction.
Like I feel like TK knows, but then he's also like, all right, so like if I pull the trigger on this Jamie Hayter thing, how do I keep getting Britt on TV afterwards, and then keep getting Jamie on TV, and then keep getting Rosa on TV or Tony Storm or Sheeta or whoever. Like I feel like he's just I think that's why he's dragging his feet on this whole Hayter DMD story, because like if wrestling Twitter was booking it, this shit would have been done before Forbidden Door.
Yeah, it would have been a free week.
Yeah, it would have been literally a couple weeks, you know.
Yeah, but yo, Tony, TK, I know you're listening. I know you're listening right now. Pull that fucking trigger, bro. You know?
Please.
Yo, listeners of the pod, if you feel like the vibes are low, if you feel like the vibes are down, if you feel like you're just not getting the same energy you get from Charlie and Alexia, blame backup Cuckman, because my poor friend Alexia said in the private chat, I'm still traumatized from that Hangman jump scare. And then my other good friend Charlie said, me too. And you know what? The ladies of Russell Pierce, they don't deserve this. They come here to entertain. They come here to kick it with their friends, have a good time, talk about wrestling, bro. They don't want to see this nasty old nigga's chest, bro. Don't do that to him again.
I am not an old man. My chest is glorious, and you know, scaring Charlie and Alexi is the furthest from my intentions.
Well,
so with that said,
hashtag we survived backup Hangman.
Surviving backup Hangman.
Shout out Quan.
Listen,
one of our writers.
With that said, I love everybody on the panel. I love everybody. Follow at Hanging Fashion.
Don't do that.
Listen.
Anyway,
what else did what did I want to say? Freaking
backup non-disclosure.
Look, Rio versus Jamie was awesome. Rio is like, she's super sharp and crisp and fast, and her counters are awesome. Her pin counters, her like high flying, her cross body is tremendous. The one that she does to the outside, because she's so small and she can bend her back like backwards when she does it, so she looks like a hot dog kind of falling down. It looks awesome.
Wait.
I got another tweet from backup Hangman. Vince should probably give Cass his job back. ...
When did I tweet this?
March 5th.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
That was probably the Wardlow match around that time.
Maybe.
You're so nasty, bro.
Perhaps.
You were begging Cass back in WWE.
I was not begging.
You were begging.
He's fine. He's fine. Look, Rio's awesome. I tweeted about how she could have been like AEW's Rey Mysterio Jr. from WCW, because she's such a like unique talent. You know, she's such a unique talent. Really exciting. I took a while to come around to her, but like she is genuinely like awesome. I didn't get it when people first Hangman Nancy Hero video all the way. That would be crazy.
Yo, shout out to
Tiger Style. Shout out Julian.
Sure.
Julian, you rule.
Yo, Julian, you a nigga, bro?
Who's Julian?
Tiger Style.
Oh, okay. I didn't know his name.
You know,
he's a fellow Latino.
Is he really?
I was like, yo, this is a nigga.
Before you get cooking on the Rey Mysterio Rio.
Bro, Peach, there's no Jersey representation. Please sit down. All right.
There is Jersey representation on this podcast.
Yeah, hold that thought.
Sure.
There's more backup Hangman cancellation. First, Bam $2. Punk fear for his life against Adam Page. that was just an interesting part of the Wrestling Inc. thing. I think I mentioned that earlier anyway.
Thank you for the super chat.
Leon Taylor, $2. Appreciate you. Back up messing with the Wrestle Purist brand with these actions. These are all from when you done your jump scare.
I'm in Hangman needs to pay for this.
I swear we need to have another trial.
Backup Marty Scurll does need to go back on trial.
He does. Oh look.
And there we go. There you go.
Wow, that's crazy.
I appreciate all the super chats. Chris, Leon, Bam, Jamal.
I may or may not. Wow.
Jamal.
Wrestle Wave. We're back.
Jamal, thank you for the dollar.
I'm Pierce back at tomorrow every Friday 6 p.m. We got a set time because we're not like these other lazy ass podcasts that can't start on time, bro.
Sapito, $5 said, "Love this podcast. Good mix of wrestling tastes, personalities, and you're actually entertaining, unlike most others." LMAO. Keep going crazy. Sapito, thank you so much, papi. I will absolutely continue to be.
So nasty.
He snuck in that puppy like nothing.
He's not coming here to get harassed by you. I appreciate the love.
Sapito's my guy, man.
One of those good personalities.
Young Dende, because this is kind of current subject.
Yo, TK.
Go on.
Yo, TK. Put the main belt on Hater. Put the TBS belt on Willow. Get Mace Saruga on Dynamite. And sign Carlito, dog. I don't know about the Carlito thing. Mace Saruga, sure.
Carlito's a real wrestler, bro.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Carlito's too busy being the top guy in all of Puerto Rico.
Did you see how swole he was when we?
Yeah,
when
bro, he's huge.
It's like ridiculous. Yeah. He's bigger than he ever was like in his main WWE run.
Which is crazy. Like, because like everybody's like, "Yo, why didn't Carlito become a top heel?" And everybody's response is, "Oh, yo, that nigga was lazy as fuck."
Yeah, he was lazy. Yeah.
And now he's just fucking mad swole.
When I was a kid, I thought like he was like there was a couple wrestlers that like when I was younger, I just thought they were like godly, and then like they were actually just kind of fine. And like Carlito was one of them where like I just thought he was like so him like
I like Carlito was him, bro. Like
bro, I thought I liked him more than
I didn't really like care like in ring. Wow, like the promos, bro. The heat he was.
Yeah, I love it.
Carlito was him, son.
Bro, I liked him more than John Cena.
But yo,
I just recently watched a match of his. It was him against Titus Alexander.
He faced Titus?
Shout out to Alexander.
Yeah,
shout out to Titus.
What?
Who?
Carlito.
No, I just said I just recently watched a match of his. No.
What? That would have been funny. What promotion was that in?
Stars of Wrestling. The match is on YouTube, actually. It was a few months ago. Like I think like 5 or 6 months ago.
Yo, bringing Carlito back before he was allowed to spit in people's faces was such a misfire.
Yeah, it was. It's certainly somewhat. But yo, real quick, I've just got to go grab something. Your laptop charger. So back up, Hangman.
I got you.
I'm reluctantly leaving this in your hand to finish talking about Rio Jamie and the FTR tag.
Monty, I got you, man. I'll keep an eye on these crazy kids, man. You know, I'll make sure that they.
I'm worried about you.
I'll make sure that they behave. You know what I mean?
Be in charge.
Yeah.
All right. So
Alexia's in charge.
No. Yeah. Go ahead, Monty. Listen. So now that I have you guys alone,
no, can you not?
Okay.
Yeah. So what we should really talk about now is CM Punk. And how amazing!
Absolutely not. Let's talk about.
He's beating me up.
Let's talk about.
Yeah, no. FTR.
Hang on.
What's up, Charlie?
Divas division.
Yes.
Wrestle Purists have finally sorted out when the first podcast is going to be. We haven't told Monty yet, but
okay. What you thinking? What you thinking?
We'll talk about it backstage.
Sure.
We know when the first one will be. So
how many names are on board for this?
4.
A friend of mine just texted me and said, "Can y'all read the super chats? What the fuck? Can someone read them for me, please?"
Let me look.
We can't put them on the screen, but
we can't.
Oh yeah, because Monty's like
Yeah.
taking a dump. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You can't fight back. You can't be. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So when Monty comes back, to the person that texted me, when Monty comes back, we'll read the rest of them. Swerve in Our Glory versus FTR.
Fascist TR, yes.
FTR got a gigantic reaction. Swerve did some cool stuff at the beginning of the match with Cash Wheeler. They built to this big power and glory spot where they superplexed Keith Lee, and then Cash dived on Keith Lee's back. Big near fall there. There was a lot of really big near falls in this match. The Gun Club were ringside. Keith Lee had the fresh Beijing on, so his hair was looking crispy and black.
Fresh Beijing is crazy.
Yeah. At the end of the match, I believe it was Cash or Dax. One of them was being like restrained at the guardrail by the Gun Club, so he couldn't kind of break the pin up.
Right.
And Swerve and Our Glory won, so they are now the official #1 contenders to the AEW.
They went over clean. Do business.
It was not clean, but they did beat FTR.
It was clean.
It was not clean. Not a clean result.
Yes, it was. Yes. It was
This match, this was a good match. I didn't like. I don't know. It didn't like grab me. It's weird. It didn't.
That's the typical FTR experience, but I feel you continue.
The nastiest thing about that is that it's like the opposite. Like.
That's the typical FTR experience. Continue.
No, the last FTR match I seen was the one against Aussie Open, and that was tremendous.
Aussie Open carried.
They did carry, just like
Swerve and Our.
Oh, by the way, it's wrestling tonight. I think Aussie Open.
They are. They wrestled like 25 minutes ago, and I've just seen what tag team they were against.
Who they face and what show are they on?
It was on the Japan one. They wrestled at SAT. It was Will and Joel Maximum.
Are they wrestling the Briscoes, or did I imagine that?
No, they are wrestling the Briscoes, and that's on the. What day are we on today? I think that's the 29th.
Yeah, so that's on Saturday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a real wrestling match right there. Yeah.
Excited for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yo,
we know how you feel about the Briscoes, Monty.
Are you talking about the New York one? That's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I wanted to go to that show, and they only put on like 1,000 tickets on sale, bro. And so it's sold out.
There's loads of resale right now.
What's up?
There's loads of resale.
Yeah, but I'm already scheduled for work. It's too late, So.
Bro, Eddie and Okada, bro. I low-key wish I pulled up. Oh, well.
Yeah, really limited tickets, but, FTR were cheated out of a tag title match. It was
FTR lost
it was
clean match.
That damn little cheater, Swerve Strickland.
Monty, my friend said read the super chats. What the fuck, and put them on. So, I guess more Keiichi sent something else.
He sent something earlier, but it's like a fantasy booking question. So it's like
Yeah, just throw it on.
All right. What's everyone's fantasy punk book in AEW return? I'm gonna start with AO because I think it will be the funniest.
So what I would do with CM Punk is I throw him on AEW Dark, right? The studio show. And I'd have him lose clean to Brian Pillman Jr.
Yep.
Alexia?
Actually, no. I'll take that back. In all seriousness, I throw him on AEW Dark, and I team him up with FTR.
Oh my God!
1 versus Brian Pillman Jr. handicap match.
Okay.
Tornado rules. They're all in the ring, and they get squashed, bro. Brian Pillman Jr. goes over clean in about 90 seconds.
He does the sequence that he did on Twitter the other day.
I don't know. Yeah. Between that sequence and the sequence that he did at Warrior Wrestling with Swerve, Will Ospreay, Brian Cage, Jake something, like there was some real hoopers in that match, and they industry planning Brian Pillman Jr. that entire match, bro.
It was really funny.
Like some kind of superstar. It was so.
It was really hilarious. Yeah.
It was so nasty.
Monty, I figured out what's just killing me about how Brian works. You know how he hits the ropes? He runs like he's like he has to shit. Every
time he runs the ropes, it sounds like you would you can add the Mr. Krabs walk sound that.
That's really
that's
funny.
how I picture it.
I still do want to see him against Kenny Omega and see what happens. Alexia, how would you fantasy book CM Punk's return in AEW?
Have him wrestle Hangman and lose in a squash match.
Charlie, how would you fantasy book CM Punk's return in AEW?
Like seriously?
Yes. Yes.
God, if you want a serious answer, I don't know. He's gonna be like, he's gonna get a pop if he comes back. He always is. Like,
yeah, of course. CM Punk. Not one of these receiver boys.
Exactly.
All right, well, I don't have an answer. I don't know. If they do bring him back, it's probably going to be to face MJF because they never got to like revisit that. So I guess you'd have him come out to. He'd want to come back and come out and ruin MJF's moment the same way he ruined Punk's All Out because of the crowd were cheering for MJF. So I think it would be something like that.
I'd put the trios belts on him and FTR.
I think that's disgusting.
It's not, man. It's only disgusting, yeah, because of who held them. You know, like, I'm not even saying.
It's racist against Death Triangle. I'm sorry.
Who's your two favorite wrestlers growing up, Mozzie?
My two favorite wrestlers growing up, The Rock and Eddie.
That's a good choice.
I thought you were going to say some nasty ass British shit. Those are two good choices.
Dave Taylor.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say
fine of
Finley.
Nasty.
Finley's a hooper.
Yeah, Finley's a hooper, bro. Finley's a good actor, but you know.
Yeah. My fantasy booking for CM Punk's return is quite simply him walking out on a Kenny Omega promo and going nose to nose to him MMA style. And just doing a pull apart. It's just that simple. And as you pull apart,
Kenny Omega will never work a program with that fucking bum Chicago Phil.
As they're pulling them apart with security and stuff, you just see them like saying "fuck you" repeatedly and shit like that.
Yeah,
and you just kind of leave it at that.
I think like the reason why I mentioned the trio belts, honestly, before because I know how nasty it sounds on the surface, because obviously the Elite are the inaugural champions and. You know, it's probably the direction they're going to go in when they come back. But, like, say if they didn't, you know. And, I don't know, man. Obviously, Punk is a bit older. You can't throw him back into the title scene. You know what I mean? So, what do you actually do with it, you know?
Draw money.
You know? Then, obviously, FTR, they're not going to get the AEW titles, tag titles. And, obviously, they're, like, mad over. Like, I know, obviously, a lot of us in here
Are they over? Are they over?
Yeah, bro,
they're extremely over.
Are they over?
They're industry plants.
I'm trying to get up
their music is over.
Oh, my God.
Theme song merchants.
Are you? Did you just say that they're theme song merchants?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
You want what's nasty as well? Charlie was literally at the fucking Royal Quest show.
Yes, I know.
Losing her mind watching a generational live performance from FTR.
Losing my mind watching Aussie Open.
Because you know what it is, you know, Charlie, whether you want to admit it or not, Chucky. The truth of the matter.
Why are you saying like that?
Chucky.
The truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is, when you're in the presence of greatness, there's nothing you can do to hold yourself back from embracing and getting captured by their greatness. And you watched an amazing tag team.
Aussie Open were incredible. They did.
You were in the presence. You were watching FTR live, and no matter your body and your mind went, oh, FTR. Oh my God, I'm not going to sell this. I'm just going to no sell this and act like it's not even special. But you know what your body did when they started wrestling?
You can't even say that because I put that match over so much on the
So
time.
so listen, Charlie, what happened was as the match went in progress, your body, it got in the cold sweats. You were shaking, you were jumping, you were pumping your fist. You were reacting just like, you know, because you were watching a great match, you know, and it's one of those cases where the natural reaction is what you need to listen to, not the mental one. You know, you can lie to yourself all you want and say FTR this and FTR that. The truth of the matter is you saw them live and they blew your mind. And that's what they do every time that they wrestle because they're amazing. That's why people react to them. That's why people pop for them. That's why they're the best tag team in the world. You know?
I have a respect for tag team wrestling. I
Yes, you do.
like FTR.
I will say
That's
FTR is
an
like
oxymoron.
top 30. They are top 30 right now.
AO. FTR. AO question. FTR or the Usos?
I gotta give it to the Usos.
What's with all these backup? There's more backup. Like
I gotta give it to the Usos, bro. Bloodline, they the ones. Nigga cosplaying all that.
That's nasty, bro. That's gonna be a nasty clip.
They the ones.
Yeah. That is a nasty clip.
That's a nasty clip, bro. Oh, we lost Hangman as well.
Good. What a shame.
Karma, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just gonna say every time. You know. The thing is, Hangman was never gonna win that with Charlie because it's like Charlie loves Aussie Open and also is in the fuck FTR camp. You know.
Yes.
We even though it's the wrong camp to be in, you know. But
no, because I literally said on the timeline that I have respect for their wrestling because I love tag team wrestling. But I don't like FTR.
You respect their wrestling?
Oh, they're so good.
I can be unbiased sometimes.
They do. They FTR. You know, I ain't gonna go on like a 10-minute fucking backup Hangman essay. Yeah.
And it's good that TK knows this and is keeping them off of Full Gear.
That's nasty, bro.
Whoa,
like I said, bro. No. I can't take this shit.
They had a bad 6-man tag where the Motor City Machine Guns were in the other team. Like, how the fuck?
Come on, bro.
It's the machine guns.
They had very like underwhelming matches with the Lucha Bros as well. It happens, you know.
Bro, bad match with the Lucha Bros.
You know who didn't have underwhelming matches with the
Lucha on the card at Forbidden Doors. Worst match on the card at All Out. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but okay, cool. But you want to kill all of that. They've straight up had like the 3 best tag matches this year in America.
No, they haven't, bro.
Yes, they have, bro.
No, they haven't had a single match better than Young Bucks Lucha Bros Rampage. Southern Cal.
Grow up.
They haven't had a single match.
Well, that's your comeback. Just grow up.
Aussie Open are going to have a better match against the Briscoes than FTR did.
That's a fact.
Listen, FTR Briscoes won. FTR versus the Bucks on Dynamite. FTR versus Aussie Open. You will have to try very hard.
Yo, I wish the Young Bucks never gave FTR a job, bro. They should have let them fucking. They should have let them fucking wall their fucking
mediocrity. Didn't let them have the IWGP belts.
Well, all these companies want the belts on them, you know.
Well, they wanted the belts on the Bucks to start.
Okay,
no. The Young Bucks told Ghetto, they said, "Yo, put the belts on the Little Bros." So I just shut the fuck up.
I could have had Aussie Open versus the Young Bucks. Like, do you realize how upsetting this is?
Oh my god, what is this?
What is Tony Khan's plan?
What is
he's wearing a fedora?
Oh my
god, he's wearing his Sami Zayn cosplay.
Nigga, what is wrong with this nigga? What
can you guys hear me?
Why does he even have that hat?
What are you wearing?
Can you guys hear me?
Bro, are you fucking Peaky Blinders?
When he first came on, I thought it was a fedora, bro. I thought it was like
by order of the motherfucking Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
The Peaky
I don't even
Blinders,
have to put
yeah.
Backup Hangman actually got a setup, which is annoying. Which is actually annoyed me right now.
Off the rail, so many times.
Is this your
stream off the deep end?
It's Fight Night.
It's Fight
Night. It's Fight Night. Yeah, call me.
Backup Jason Whitlock is crazy.
That's nasty. That's
How are you gonna run? No, I'm saying, how are you gonna run a fashion page
with that
hat? With that hat on. Just
what color is it?
It's like cream, beige, whatever.
So nasty, bro. Grown ass man.
Hangman's never gonna beat those like old man allegations, bro. Like, what the fuck is that?
It's literally a golf hat. Like, what's going on?
All right.
This is serious law right now.
I'm speechless.
As I was saying. So what I was gonna say was that I didn't get to finish my soliloquy on FTR because you know, my connection went out.
But they're a tremendous team. It's unfortunate that they lost to Swerve in Our Glory. And yeah, other than that, when it comes to this Dynamite, didn't have much else to say. The John Moxley impersonation that MJF did was really funny. I don't have much to say about Mox versus Penta as a match, other than what I tweeted about, which I don't really feel like getting into now. But
I saw that tweet.
False advertising.
Yeah. What did I false? Oh, the John Moxley thing. Yeah, I think John Moxley needs to turn heel. So let me explain why.
They would
struggle. Why am I not on camera? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
I think that John is not John right now. He's now a foundation in the company, you know, and it's hard to come off cool when you're officially firmly like the company man. You know what I mean? And you know that's been the case in real life for a long time now, but it's firmly established now with the new contract and everything. And they've acknowledged it on television too. Like he's a company man, right? And it's just Alexi's so cute. I just think it's hard to be cool and the renegade and the folk hero when you're positioned that way. And MJF comes off like a lot cooler than him right now. And in this program, if you notice, you can feel that the crowd wants to cheer Max. You can feel the tide switching in that direction. Like it's very noticeable, right? No, it's honestly very noticeable, right? And I'm not gonna say John is getting booed or the fans like just dislike him outright. But his momentum as a babyface is not quite as hot as it was, you know, in the past. And I think what you should do as a booker when you notice that trend is to get ahead of it before it gets to we're officially stale now. You know, before it officially gets stale and it's like, oh, we got to do something. I think jump ahead of it and do something interesting with Moxie's character and change it. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at with the whole thing.
I disagree with you. Want to know why?
Wait. One more thing. The reason why AEW is lacking in high-end heels right now, right? They don't have a lot of heels.
I agree with that part.
Right? They don't have a lot of heels.
The same as the tags.
Yeah. So putting Mox in the heel side, a high-end, high-level heel, who's a main event wrestler, it would really help with that. Especially since another thing, Monty, Mox is really good at those matches where he works an underneath babyface who's lower than him in the card. He did so many of those throughout this year in general. I mean, the match with Yuta and some of these other guys, Garcia. So I think actually putting Moxie as a heel and having him work baby faces that you're trying to get over would be very viable. So I think they should try it out.
It's interesting because go on, Al. Go on.
Mox, I'm not convinced Mox is sticking around, bro. I'm pretty sure he's about to go on vacation. I think the reason why they didn't put the belt on Danielson and let him have a run is because they knew they was going to put the belt on MJF. I think MJF is going to do some real fucked up MJF shit to get booed again. Because you said MJF's too charismatic and blah, blah, blah to get booed now. Like, AEW fans will always play the part. Because he was all those things up until before he cried and didn't want to show up to fucking work and shit and then started getting cheered. So, like, it's just the fans just got to play along. I think MJF is going to do something diabolical and start getting booed again. I think Mox is going to be a baby face. I think he's going to do the job and fuck off. And then MJF is just going to terrorize the AEW universe.
The thing with MJF though, it's like I think they may try to do what AO just said about like MJF would just do some like despicable shit and just like get over as an actual heel rather than just like being over like he is now. It's like this isn't exactly despicable, but it's kind of in the same vein as how I'd see it going. It's like, remember when he like laid hands on Tony Schiavone like a few weeks ago? It's like everyone booed it at the time, but the next week it was just like, okay, pop MJF's here, and I think that would be like genuine. Like even if he could have pole drivered fucking Renee yesterday, you know, the crowd would probably still pop for him next week.
Nobody has given Aubrey a bump yet. She used to take bumps on the East Coast time. Give her a fucking heat seeker, bro. Give her a fucking heat seeker.
I think he would. I think he would get good heat in that moment, but I think the next town that sees him, they're all gonna pop for him, man. I don't know if he could actually do shit that would. Why is Hangman doing fucking Gloria?
Yo, what is wrong with this nigga?
What is that do-rag?
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I don't know if it's a do-rag or
I can't tell what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I can't tell. I'm going full screen. What is? Oh, it is. Oh, she's eyes.
Oh, crying.
All right.
Anyway,
So
yeah,
look at Alexia right now. Alexia, do not move. Do not move. Do not move. All right, got a screenshot.
Nice.
Yo, her holes are petrified. Like,
Yeah.
Alexia
I'm
not
shaking
moved the last
with
4
fear.
years.
You've took that title off JoJo, bro. Like, you took it hours ago. We've been here for 2 hours 44 minutes. You took it hours ago, bro.
I'm chilling, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the issue is.
Yo, our viewers do not deserve this. Yo, are we done, bro? Is this episode over?
No, we haven't even.
What have we not addressed? What have we not talked about? Like, what do we?
This was the last thing on Dynamite was because obviously you said earlier on Twitter. You said earlier on Twitter about the Moxley thing. Yeah. We just kind of. But yeah, man. Overall, like just to what AO was saying, I think AEW, if they do like stick and commit to like MJF being like heel and try and like heal him up even more, it's like I think like he'll do all the despicable, horrible stuff and he'll get booed in the moment, but the next town's just gonna pop for him, man, and it will just make it this weird thing. I'm not sure if I'm quite on Hangman's side with like turning Mox heel, but he did make a good point that there isn't that many like high level, high end heels in AEW now, similar to the point I was making with the tag division. It's very babyface heavy company, especially when you've got Kenny Omega and the Bucks coming back, assumably as babyfaces as well. So, I don't know. Mox as a heel, obviously, I think there was talks of it happening before he went away to rehab, and we saw glimpses of it because he was like starting to show a bit more viciousness in his matches. Hangman constantly brings up the fucking the match that he had with 10, where he like just kicked the shit out of him. Yeah, whatever, bro.
Fuck you.
But apparently there was talks then of him maybe turning here, and obviously we never got it. So maybe it might just be something that he wants to do. So I don't know. But he probably is gonna go on a break, I imagine.
Take that holiday.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to really go all in on this Wrestler of the Year run that he's like. You can kind of tell that he's aiming for with some of the matches that he's taking on the Indies, and even like with AEW this past week, like. You know, he saw Penta have that great match, and you know that he put in a word to Tony Khan, like, give me Penta next week. Think of a reason, He just wants to wrestle great people and have great matches, So maybe he stays around and just keeps doing more of that and keeps like padding out his Wrestler of the Year case. But if he did go away after Full Gear, I don't think it would surprise anyone, to be honest. So. I don't know where they're gonna go with it, but I don't know. I was about to say,
like, Mox is supposed to be on vacation thing.
Mm.
If Mox dropped the belt and fucked off for 6 weeks, people on Twitter been like, "Where's Moxley? AEW really fumbled the handling of John, huh? He was better off in the Fed. At least he was booked every week."
That argument can never be made for like the WWE fans, because of how bad they handled Dean Ambrose in like that last few months was like horrific, horrific, bro. But the last few super chats before we get out of here though, and we'll wrap up. This one will probably pop. Hangman. Mad King 199. If you could ask Dave Meltzer one question, what would it be?
Why?
Just why?
Just why?
I don't actually know what I'd ask him.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Just ask him why.
Just why? Yeah, that's a good answer.
I don't know, man. I'd ask him. Obviously, with me not trying to do this Wrestle Purist thing, obviously he's like, I don't think he's like the actual owner of Wrestling Observer, but he's the face of it. And
wait, Meltzer doesn't own the Observer?
I don't think so. I think he writes. I don't think because Observer's owned by F4W, and I don't think he owns Figure 4. I don't know, honestly. But the impression I've got which isn't exactly the most educated. It's not like I've asked around or anything, but I don't think he owns it now. But obviously he's been like the newsletter writer since 1980 something. So it's just I don't know. I'd ask him something about like how does he keep relevant, because like people, you can slander Dave and he's got his haters for all he wants, but the guy's robbing like one of the only legitimate noteworthy journalists in wrestling ever, and he's remained relevant for people still hate on him today. It's 2022. He's been around since the 80s, so he's doing something right, even if you aren't a fan of him. I personally am.
Googled it, and so Meltzer founded and owns the Observer website, and Brian Alvarez founded and owns 54 Weekly, and they merged together to become Wrestling Observer Figure 4 Online. So it's them two own it.
Pop.
I didn't know that about Alvarez.
Yeah, Alvarez is I knew Alvarez was like more than just like a podcaster. If that makes sense. Like, I knew he was big in the game.
He's like a boss, but I didn't know he was like a fucking like owner or anything in the whole.
I think they're doing pretty well.
Maybe one day they can catch up to I'm curious.
Yeah, when we start the Purist newsletter and
Angus Select. Your question should have been like, what would Dave Meltzer ask Big AO if he met me? Type shit. And I don't know what Dave would ask, bro. That's a good question. You'd have to ask Dave.
We got some more backup Hangman digs from your own boy. You hated Real and wanted to fire him immediately.
That's nasty. Hey man, how could you hate Real?
More KHC is lying on my name.
You are a Cornette stan, so this doesn't surprise me.
This is not true.
And final super chat, the custodian, Brian Pillman Jr. He sent a few in. We appreciate him. We appreciate the law. Me versus Punk. Y'all ready for the summer of the custodian? We're ready for it, bro. Get cooking. We need that Kenny Omega match first, though. Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for that, Brian.
Thank you as always to all the super chats that we've received throughout the show. But like I said, if you haven't liked already, hurry up and like it.
Yeah,
100 people still in here.
Listen, guys. Yeah. We have over 100 people here. It's been five of us talking about nothing. I have been I've been an absolute mess today. I don't know what this podcast was.
That's one way to say it.
The hoes are terrified.
I
can't find when you screenshot something on your MacBook, right? And you don't assign it anywhere, where does it automatically go? Because I forgot to send it to my photos.
Chat.
No, I did.
Chat, help me out, bro. When you screenshot something on your MacBook, where does it go when you don't assign it somewhere?
I don't even know how to take a screenshot.
Look at this. We're getting hashtags going.
Summer of the Custodian. We are industry planting Brian Pillman Jr.
You want to be funny? No, bro. You want to be funny though.
And Sapito says
this is crazy.
All right.
This is
bro, you want to be crazy? You want to be crazy?
They're either recents or your desktop.
Right.
If could you imagine if like every time Brian Pillman Jr. does like a tweet like he done earlier, we got everyone to just like hashtag that in his quote tweet.
Summer of the Custodian.
That would be insane.
Anytime he fantasy booked himself, like
accidentally get him over online.
Yeah,
get
him over as a cleaner.
I was gonna say I think that's crazy. I honestly think that we could get Brian over as a meme.
I don't want to though, bro. I don't want to.
Yeah.
There's better people we could do it to.
Yeah, that's
we should
the problem.
do it to
Titus Alexander.
That
We
is
should.
be
I'm
We
just
should.
saying.
Listen, we don't talk about indie wrestlers on this podcast.
Yes, we are.
Hey, listen.
Well,
yes,
y'all
we
can do
are.
y'all can
Let's start this conversation right now. No, let's start this right now.
I was gonna say y'all can do this y'all can do it on the Divas show. You know what I'm saying?
Coming soon.
Which,
we haven't told Monty
coming
that, but coming soon.
check this out. Check this out, guys.
Decided.
Yes.
What happened?
Yes,
we've
bro.
got a whole Divas group chat.
Hangman can't wait to like barge into like the Divas podcast like dressing room on quote unquote accident type shit. Like he's such a fucking like hang back up Blompier. It's such a fucking creep, bro.
And
I'm just scared what he's gonna do to like the fucking the Diva podcast.
What is this nigga talking about? What is this guy talking about, bro? Yeah, look, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Look, man,
we'll
we
talk
got
about that backstage.
we got through Dynamite
Jenny
barely.
said the show's still going.
Sorry, Jenny.
Jenny, we love you.
Blame Hangman.
Jenny's. I don't know why you're blaming me. Look, Jenny's one of the few real ones that follows hanging fashions and understands, ball. Look, this has been 3 hours. We've talked about I don't know what. After we go live, after we get off live, I'm probably gonna eat and maybe do a backup Hangman side Twitter space. We shall see. Yeah, I might do a space. We'll see what happens. I want hearts in the chat for Alexia, who was great today. I want hearts in the chat for Charlie, who was great today. Claps in the chat for AO for showing up and helping us out here. Monty, I want money bag emojis for Monty because he owes us 17 payments at this point. And I want all the lovely emojis that you can guys think of for me. Because this is another week where I showed up and did what I had to do for the love of the game. So for that, for Alexia, for me, for Charlie, for AO, for Monty, listen, guys, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you have not, all that fun stuff. I think we should close this video by singing a song. And the song that we should sing is Cult of Personality.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Anyway, bye, guys. I'm leaving. Bye.
Podcast tomorrow.
I'm here.